Hey, this is Ross Payton with Roleplaying Public Radio. We're playing 13th Age. We're doing a one-shot. This is called the adventure The Strangling Sea, as written by Robin Laws. Let me just double-check that this is written by Robin Laws. Yes, Robin. I don't want to be that guy who just assumes.
So we would get an angry comment?
Yeah. So, well, I mean, the game 13th Age was not developed by Robin Laws.
The scenario.
Yeah. So, in this adventure, you all have different. We'll introduce characters in a moment. But one interesting thing the Strangling Sea does is that it provides introductions and setups for every icon, both as patron and as antagonist. Two of the players had positive relationships with the Golden Worm, the Golden Dragon. So we'll say that you are all a group of adventurers who are starting out in your ways. You all met in a tavern, and you're all, or you may have previous experiences with each other, and you all need coin to start. Perhaps you have your own reasons to adventure. But you are all working for a medium gold dragon named All Rise. Who is a servant of the Golden Worm, obviously, and he has learned of a particular inventor, Inigo Sharpe, who has created a device which can scry on the writings of criminals from any distance. So, as they are writing it, yes.
How does it know that they're criminals?
Well, you'd have to ask Sharpe. He is a brilliant inventor who's created many wondrous things, but he is also rather temperamental, and he has left many patrons before, always in scandal. All Sharpe's hunches are certain. It has been rumored that Sharpe is dead, but Sharpe is very certain that he is alive, and he is willing to risk you, your crew, to go and investigate his hunch to see if your adventurer, if the Sharpe lives. So you are to find Inigo Sharpe before the forces of the Prince of Shadows, who has, of course, also wants this wondrous invention destroyed before it can be used to pry on his many associates. You have all met with him. All Rise at a fortress near, let's see here, the Silver Cove. That is your first destination. His hunch believes he is at the Silver Cove, so you're on your way there. But before we get that, let's go introduce your characters. You left Newport. And then went to Silver Cove. So, start on my left, Jason.
Hey, I'm Jason. Today I'm playing Marku, the Dwarven Ranger. I'm a member of an elite joint dwarven and elven border patrol, and thus I don't interact with people much, as I don't really tend to leave the forest, but I also actually have good working relations with elves, which is, interesting for Tolkien-esque things.
Yeah.
And then I'm accompanied by Bjorn, my bear.
Appropriate bear name.
Yes.
Yes. Next up we have Melissa.
And I'm playing Mallory, and she is a wood elf druid, of course. And I am the widow of an eccentric village miracle worker, but I was always the brains.
So you weren't a witch, you were his wife?
Exactly.
All right.
Next up, Bill.
This is Bill. I am playing Aramil Marsk, half-elf fighter. I've decided as a disinherited half-elf noble who then went on to rise through the ranks in the Emperor's Night Watch in the city of Axis until he had a problem with authority and left and became the Dwarf King's favorite elf for reasons I don't know, and also operates on the border patrol. But my guy is infantry, Jason's guy is special forces. For some reason, we're hanging out together.
Political alliances being what they may, and the Emperor and the Golden Worm are both heroic icons, so they try and work together.
And Lethal Weapon just got that series reboot, so it seems like
it's time. Yes.
The 80s again.
And finally we have Aaron.
Hey, this is Aaron. I will be playing Talarix Kal, a Forge-born cleric. His unique background is that he was the product of a repurposed soul that the Lich King put into a dwarven forge born body to use as a a weapon. He was liberated during a raid by the armies of the Great Golden Worm, and decided to join them as a cleric. So, and now he wanders. That's like wanders. David Carradine style, trying to do good. That's about as much.
That's pretty standard.
Yeah, there we go.
Again,
It's
80s.
Yeah.
The 1080s. So first off, let us make the icon rolls. Let's see if any of your icon relationships are going to come into play. So you roll a d6 for each point you have in a relationship. Keep track of which die is associated with which relationship. If you get a 5 or 6, let me know.
Okay, so we roll for each one?
Yeah, each point. If you have 2 points, you would roll 2d6. If you have 1,
I got a 6 for the gold worm.
Gold worm, all right.
Yes.
Oh, that's handy.
That is a unambiguous positive, some sort of advantage based on that.
So it doesn't matter if we roll under a 5, so
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so if it's under a 5, it's not bad.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, even if it's a negative? Okay.
nothing for me.
I got a 6 for the Dwarf King.
Okay.
I got a 5 for the Elf Queen.
I got a 6 for the Lich King.
That's good.
No, it's a negative.
No. That it's still an advantage for you. It's an unambiguous advantage for you. It's
Okay.
It's something good will happen because you are an enemy of the Lich King.
Okay.
So that means perhaps, for example, you know something special about magic because of your time being imprisoned by the Lich King,
Okay.
Or orcs like you.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the Orc Lord is opposed to the Lich King.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good
right.
So it could come in any number of ways. So Melissa didn't get anything. You got Golden Worm 6, and Bill, you got Dwarf 6, Elf Queen 5.
Yes.
Which means there is a complication of some sort. It's a conflicted advantage of some sort. And Aaron, you got Lich King 6. So feel free to bring these up if I have some ideas how to work them in, but you can work them in yourself.
Okay.
So, as you begin, you all have to travel a ways from the city of Newport to the Silver Cove. Who is comfortable improvising something? We're going to try. There's some new game mechanics with this. So, just improvising a short thing. So, Bill, do you want to be the game?
Sure, I'll be the sucker.
Please describe a problem the party faces along the way.
Traveling from Newport to where now?
Silver Cove. I have not looked at the map, so just fantasy terrain. It could be of any sort.
Meadows, hills, streams.
Right.
And I may have gotten so I have not looked at the map to figure out what kind of terrain that would be. So it could be any number of things.
Right. Farmer Rancher Land War.
Farmer Rancher War. All right, starting big. You walk into the midst of a farmer rancher.
Maybe not war, but like
Dispute.
yes.
All right, so the player on your left, Aaron. How do you do something clever or awesome to solve this problem?
It would be our holy powered armor.
Let's see. So, seeing as it's the land war, they're probably going over particular resources that they want. And so,
Namely land.
namely land.
That is what land wars are usually fought over. And on. So, yeah.
Whoa, I was trying to think. What would this
You don't need to roll anything. Just tell me how you guys overcome it.
how we overcome that. So,
Yeah.
Can we suggest a group action with everybody, or is it specifically me? So,
I mean, do whatever you want.
let's see. Well, we can, in this case, since we have at least 2 people with representing the Great Golden Worm, so to like use our station to basically tell them, hey, we're all in this together.
Okay.
You cannot. Well, it's like you cannot fight over such petty things, or else the Lich King and
Okay.
the Lich King will run you over and strip everything bare.
Using fear of the undead, a classic unifying tactic of.
Also, the bear will get mad. Do you want to upset this bear?
All right, yeah, that's how you get past the war. So we'll do this one more time. Jason, describe another problem you face along the way, and then Melissa will describe how you guys resolve this problem.
So, any kind of fantasy terrain, huh?
Yeah. For example, it could be. It could be simple things like, oh no, suddenly there's a flash flood. There's just rain and blood, or it could be assassins from the Prince of Shadows attack, or wandering monsters, or
I like some
or an invasion from another universe.
Indian food.
Yeah.
Bad guess.
So, reminder that in some RPPR games we've played on Halloween, we've had trick-or-treaters show up during the actual recording.
Really?
Yeah,
True.
That's outstanding.
There was one time.
Spider-Man
Spider
that gave
Girl.
no fucks.
Yeah, there was one time this girl dressed as Spider-Man just opened the door, grabbed candy, and then left. And she's just like, "Wait, hello?" And she's just like, look,
No,
like,
no words or anything else. It was the greatest thing
I'm
ever.
just gonna take this and walk out. Anyways, interruptions. What kind of problems?
Okay, so I'm thinking some great big immature tiefling is dropping balls of fire from the sky as we're
Okay.
riding through.
So is he flying?
No, I mean, it's a great big but childlike tiefling is just sitting here conjuring fire from the sky.
But he's in the air. He's not like on a mountain or.
No, he's standing.
He's of unusual size.
He's of a great unusual size. Yes.
All right.
I don't believe they exist.
All right. So
Sorry.
We're doing a lot of that tonight. I feel like, aren't we?
no, that's fine. So you are facing a giant tiefling who is throwing fireballs from on high. Yeah.
Childlike, though.
Yeah.
He's a giant, but he's very childlike.
Yeah.
Okay. I will
Your move.
transform into his favorite childhood animal,
Which is?
you're the one that created the problem.
But you're creating it.
Okay.
Everyone knows giant
Okay.
tieflings with the minds of child always like.
Dolphins.
Oh. I don't think that's true.
Yeah.
Let's say it's a combination animal because
Okay.
I can do that. So
All right.
it has the
So it's an owl cat?
an owl cat with a peacock tail, and I will hang out with him for a while.
Okay.
And
The rest of the group gets by easily,
Yes.
and then you can fly after them. So
yes,
until you could sing the giant child to sleep.
pretty much.
All right.
That's what I do with my peacock tail swaying.
Ignore everything else. Vote for Hypno Peacock Tail.
Still be better against.
So,
Yes.
Still a better love story than
these were new mechanics. The travel
little
montage rules.
That's kind of fun, actually.
It is. It is fun. So
And it takes pressure off the GM because Bill worked really hard on our 4th Ed game, like giving us things to do on our long wagon ride.
No, those were all in the book.
Were they?
there are example senses. There's actually one like, the problem would be goblins scuttling to the horizon. Oh no, they're coming closer. No problem. I use my robot senses to pinpoint their location. Then I emit the recorded cry of a dragon. The goblins run away in fear.
So you Obi-Wan them?
Yeah, well, that's one of the examples
I
given.
guess.
Yeah, that was an example.
Yeah.
So I was just reading those. So you continue on the way, and you get to the Silver Cove, and in the distance you can see a dome-shaped structure cut into the side of a remote rocky hill. However, as you're doing that, you hear a group of men are trying to batter down the door. I mean, they're literally, oi, cut down that tree. We need to make a battering ram so we can batter down this door.
It seems a little on the nose, really.
A trademark of the thugs who work for the Prince of Shadows. They, as many villains do, they say whatever they're thinking, especially when they think no one's around.
Can we bring you the good news of showing instead of telling?
There better not be anyone sneaking around while I'm, patrolling this building or whatever. So that kind of bad.
So what
guy.
you're saying is the League of Shadows, high on physical training, not so much on mental acuity.
Prince of Shadows has had some setbacks lately.
Well, these are the new guys. This
Yeah.
is the
This is how they weed out the lieutenants.
so there are 4 of
That
them.
really does make sense.
Let me tell you the story of a henchman named Speedy.
So there are 4 of them. You realize that this is a dome-shaped structure. Is quite unusual for this part of the region, and certainly a skilled inventor such as Sharpe would be able to create such a structure. And these guys, who are clearly working with the Prince of Shadows, are battering this down. You should probably stop them from getting in there. But they clearly don't know about you yet, so you can, there's no easy way to sneak up very close to them. I mean, the area around it's pretty open and clear. You're sort of at a nearby hillside, let's say 300 feet away, so you can see them and hear them as they're yelling, but that's about it. What do you want to do in terms of what's your game plan for... Well, I mean, you guys can talk about what you want to do to how to take these guys out. Or you could just charge over the hill and start combat.
I mean, that's kind of how my characters go.
Yeah.
I'm kind of feeling like at this point we just I have the hammer. I can just Reinhardt right in there.
Yeah.
We peacefully resolved the last 2 things that happened. We got to balance it out.
Yes, we need some murder hoboing here.
Well, obviously there's
This is not proper tabletopping without some murder hoboing sooner or later.
I mean, the thought occurred to me that we could try to RPPR it up and,
make another
Talk
deal.
to them? No.
Try chat out with them.
Yeah.
No, I send me bear into them to break their lines and then I feather them.
All right.
I'll join the bear.
All right. So you charge over the hill.
By the way, Ross,
Yeah.
it says here you get to choose whether the bear allows other people besides me to ride him.
I don't want to
definitely-
ride him. I'm going to be a bear and run next to him.
Oh, okay. I forgot you could do
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
But yeah, just in case that comes up,
Okay.
for you to be a monster.
I will keep that in mind. Certainly, that thank you for that. So, I guess everyone roll initiative.
Okay.
5.
1.
There are 4 of them. By the way, there are. I'm writing their initiative down.
This is really spicy.
All right. So, what'd you get, Jason?
I got a 5.
5. Okay. Jason, Melissa.
1, 3.
11.
What?
3.
Oh, yeah, 3.
I got a 15.
Okay. You'll be going before some people then. Their lowest roll is a 10. So
11.
all right.
I mean,
11. All right. So the highest one, there are 2 20s actually.
wow.
I rolled well for their initiative. One of them is a dart thrower. So I assume Bill's character and Jason's character are charging ahead. We'll say this fight starts.
Well, your bear's trying.
My
Yeah,
bear's going, yeah.
But you're certainly charging ahead.
Yes.
What are you charging ahead to?
Yes, and just to let you know, I'm going to be making use of.
I just need to know who's going to be a target.
Oh yeah, I'm charging ahead. So
Well-
the dart thrower is actually going to throw a dart at the. Actually, the guy. What does your character have as a weapon?
Great sword.
Yeah, no, he's gonna throw it.
And, also plate mail, so there's that.
Yeah, no, you're a big scary target. So that is a 9. So
Again, plate mail, so...
sorry, it was a 10. Sorry, but yeah, he misses.
Yeah, still...
Let's see here, and then the thug. He also has a dart, so he's not quite as good at it. So he's going to throw it, but he's going to throw it as you. And he rolls a 1, so
Right then.
yeah. And then there is a 17. That is the hedge wizard. Let's see here, is actually going to fire a fire jet at a faraway enemy, which would be probably the druid, because, spellcaster.
For you-
I thought I was a bear charging with a bear.
Oh, yeah, you're a bear, that's right.
I'm the
Yeah.
faraway target.
In that case, he's gonna do it at the scary robot. And that is a 17 against your physical defense, your PD.
17?
Yes.
Yep, that goes over. I have 15.
All right, that is
Short
4 damage.
4 damage?
Wearing a ghillie suit.
Yeah, my armor's not going to do anything to that, so...
It's not a suit. It's just
yeah.
what I wear.
Yeah.
And then we have 15, which is Bill. Sorry, what was your character's name again?
Aramil.
All right. So what is Aramel doing? There are 2 guys. There's one guy with a sword who's just standing in front of them. There's 2 ranged characters. The thug has darts, but he also has a club, so he could switch easily.
Somebody just magicked, right?
Yes, the hedge wizard.
Yeah, that guy.
The human sellsword will intercept you though. Before you can get to him, he's guarding him. So if you'd have to come up with some way to get around him or take an attack of opportunity. They have some basic tactics.
Yeah.
Protect the wizard.
I'll just go ahead and soak it.
All right. So he takes a swing at you as you rush by with his little short sword. And that's an 8. So, ding. All right.
Continues to be nope.
Oh wait, but you disengage from him because you ran by him, so you take 1 point of damage. He has a fast strike.
I didn't disengage. Disengage is a move, is an action you can take to not take attacks of opportunity.
Well, whenever he steps in front of you to grab you, you get engaged. As he does his.
But disengage is a specific action.
Okay. Well, if you want to get to the wizard, you have to disengage to get by him.
No.
Okay.
Disengage is an action you can take to break combat, to break engagement with somebody without taking an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
I took the attack of opportunity, so I didn't disengage.
When you take the attack of opportunity, you get engaged.
Well, I'll just take it.
Okay. All right. 1 point of damage. So he takes a swing at you as you go by. You can take a swing at the wizard.
Okay. 19.
19 definitely hits his AC.
Okay.
I assume you're hitting AC unless you say otherwise.
Yes. So that's a D10 plus 5.
Ow.
That's 8.
Total?
Yes.
Okay. He staggers from the attack. He knows who his next target will be.
Weird.
Weirdly enough. So, let's see. That's a 15 and then 11. We have... what is your character's name?
Talrix.
Talric. Alright, what is Talric doing?
Am I close enough to the wizard?
I mean, the sellsword's in front of him, so...
The sellsword's in front of him, so sweep the leg. Also,
are you attacking the sellsword, or are you going to try and run by him and take the same attack of opportunity? I don't think you can take more than 1 attack of opportunity.
No, I can't, so...
No, I don't think you can attack of opportunity other people moving by. The sellsword already did that to hit you. So you could run by him.
Oh, I could just run by him total? So.
Yeah, because Bill took the attack. Aramel took the attack.
Would it be just pure strength to basically run over him?
No, the sellsword, you don't have to worry about him because Bill took the attack. The hedge wizard has his back to the wall of the dome, so you can't really rush by him. So.
Okay, so, well, I was also thinking about, like, just running the sellsword down while going forward towards the... if that would just be base strength, if that was just stomping him into the ground.
The stunting mechanic isn't really super well developed. Let's stick with basic attacks.
Okay, no problem. Sorry, I'm too used. I am too used to Or and everything and Fate now. So, okay. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and hit him while I'm on my way to.
Are you going to attack the sellsword?
I'm attacking the sellsword.
Oh, okay.
So, and then proceed on the way. So,
okay.
Just before, since we in the battle, I'm going to invoke strength.
Mm-hmm.
So, in this battle, you and your allies do triple damage on critical hits. So,
nice.
So,
crits. There's no confirm. You just if you roll 20.
Yeah, I'm using the Warhammer and definitely going for AC.
Damage.
Going for AC. So
okay.
So all right. So that's going to be with my attack on there. 20.
20 totally hits him. So go ahead and roll damage.
All right. And I need a
escalation die will start.
Let's do the D8 over there. Mm-hmm. Ooh, thank you. Seven.
7?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, you club him right in the side, right in the ribs. He flinches and staggers back as well. So you're engaged with him as well. But it's his turn now. He has a 10 initiative, so he will, weirdly enough, attack you back. So
what? No, that's not how this works. I hit you, you fall down. John Davies rules.
Does a 15 hit your AC?
It equals. Oh, AC? No. 19.
Okay, so yeah, ding. Weirdly enough, the heavily armored guy has a higher AC. So that was a 10, and then let's see, those go through. Yeah, everyone knows. Jason, Jason, what's your character's name again?
Marku.
All right, what's Marku doing?
Okay.
And so your bear will be going at this initiative too.
Right. Yeah, I actually was reading it. Actually does say that, so that was made to be asked.
Yeah.
All right, so Bill's engaged the wizard, and Aaron is fighting
The sellsword.
The
There
sellsword,
is a
okay.
thug with a club and darts, and then there is a dart thrower who just has darts. Well, he has a knife too, but you know.
Right. I'll probably go with the thug then.
Okay.
And
Is this the bow or the bear?
this is my bow. And I'm going to attempt a double ranged attack. So if I roll a natural even roll, I can continue to shoot for a second shot.
Nice.
I guess I probably should ask this sooner since I'm still not totally familiar with the system. But a miss still says it does damage. Is that to me or to the target?
To the target.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
How many times can you use that?
It doesn't. It doesn't say as far as like limiting me on that. So that's why I'm going to try
That
it
one
now.
looked pretty free.
Yeah. All right. So that is a 23.
23 totally hits.
Yeah.
Do you get to keep
Was it
shooting again?
natural?
No, I do not because it was not a natural even. It was unfortunately a 17. But it still gets one good shot off. And that will do.
Oh, you get one additional attack. So
Yeah.
if you could do that.
Oh, I rolled
And
one.
if you use it, you go down to a D6 instead of a D8.
Right.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So you don't
Okay.
get unlimited attacks or whatever.
Yeah.
So
So that'll be an 11 to the dark.
11 damage to the...
Yes.
Ow. Well,
Good job.
arrows. It turns out arrows hurt. So what is Bjorn the bear doing?
Okay, so Bjorn's going to maul.
Mom, that's the right word.
If he tries to get to the dart thrower, he will take an attack of opportunity from the thug who is protecting him.
Right. Makes
So,
sense. So yeah. He'll-
so you could double team the thug, or you could do that other thing, or attack one of the other characters that are
Right. You know what? I will double down on the thug with the bear and try to finish him off.
probably a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll go after the dart thrower.
So yeah, that will be a 16
16
versus AC.
I guess we're going to say attackers win ties.
They do.
Yeah.
I looked it up, so
Yeah.
I guess that means you got hit earlier.
No,
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 yours was still
but,
higher than that.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was
Yeah,
way
my
higher.
19,
yeah,
yeah.
you were, yeah.
I was looking at my physical.
You said
attackers win tie.
yeah,
You got that. His AC is
no,
16.
And the bear mauls him for 6.
Wow, that is definitely having a bad day. So finally, we have Melissa. What was your characters?
Mallory.
Mallory. Yes. All right. What is Mallory doing?
So is the thug dead?
No, none of them are dead yet.
Okay, I'll go after him then.
All right.
Maybe he can be done now. 10 plus something.
What are you doing?
The beast one, that thing there.
So 15.
15.
On the thug against AC. No,
Dang.
his AC is 16.
So miss says repeat the attack against the same or a different target with no miss effect.
Okay. You get 2 shots basically.
Yeah. That's worse. So never mind.
All right.
With.
Well, you tried. Wait. Yeah, you're the bear. You're just. Yeah.
For future reference, I can't find anything that's saying opportunity attacks or.
It's because you're engaging, like you're fighting in melee with him.
Right. No, you were saying that he didn't get the second one. They're free actions.
Oh, they're free
There's
actions.
no reason
Oh, okay.
he shouldn't have.
Okay. Well, we'll let it pass this time. In the future.
Yeah. No, I wasn't. I wasn't saying rewind. Just like because
All right.
otherwise,
We're round two.
just running straight into
Yeah,
things.
This is
becomes
the
a better idea.
This is the tutorial fight anyway.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're at round 2. Escalation die has started. It's at 1, so everyone has a +1 to your attack rolls. And this goes up to +6. And there are obviously certain abilities that use the escalation die. But the bad guys get to go first because I rolled well for initiative and nothing else. So the dart thrower is scared by the bears.
Weird.
So
See, I wouldn't do. I know it's stunts and wouldn't work on there, but doing a fastball special with the bear.
Yeah. Strangely enough, I don't see it working out as sexy as Colossus and Wolverine doing it.
No, probably not. But this is more just the fun of it.
Big ball of black
going to attack Bjorn.
brown.
Yeah. Okay. With a 23.
Fuck. What is that hitting against?
AC.
Yeah, that'll do it.
5 damage.
Okay. This is.
He's okay.
Yeah, he's fine. He's got a lot of hit points, but still.
That's here. And then the thug goes. And who is in melee with the thug? You. No, you.
No, it'll be
Two of us.
the bear and
Okay,
the bear and the maiden sparrow.
All right. He's going to attack Mallory with his club. And that is a 19.
AC.
And this is a natural even, so your armor class goes down by 1 until the end of battle.
Hey.
So you take 4 damage.
Okay.
Armor Wrecker is his special ability. So that was up to 20. 17, Hedge Wizard. Bleh. He's going to Flame Jet at Aramel, because you're...
Yeah, weird.
Close, I guess.
But I can't roll well against it for some weird reason. So
It's not sharp edge.
7 against your physical defense.
Yeah, that'll be a no.
Weirdly enough, I kind of figured. So let's see here. But you get to retaliate with your 15 initiative.
I do. Actually, was he casting a spell right by me while engaged in melee?
Does that trigger attack?
I'm almost certain it does.
Didn't say anything on his little thing, so I'd have to. I don't know. Stop.
Yeah,
I mean, if this was third ed, he could take a 5-foot step back and then do it.
but it's not. Anyway, I'll get to that in a minute. In the meanwhile, though, I will, hit him. Yeah, your spells draw opportunity attacks unless it's close quartered.
It doesn't say that. So
Okay, well then op attack.
Just says fire shot. Okay.
Yeah, free action. Yeah.
All right.
So that's a 15 versus AC.
Nope.
Okay. Sound and Fury signifying that. Wait a sec, that was an odd roll,
Yeah.
so I add to that.
Oh, did you add your escalation die bonus too?
So that'd be
No,
16.
That'd be 16.
Right,
so
okay.
But it was natural. Okay, yeah. Numbers.
No, sir.
All right. You know what? I'll go ahead and power attack on him right now and add a d6 to it. Which will make it 10 and 3 and 5 is 18.
18 damage?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right. He drops.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and cleave because that other guy's still.
The sellsword is right by you.
Okay.
He has not been. He has been hit. Yeah.
That's critical.
Okay. Triple
And
damage.
triple damage.
You could just roll and multiply it by 3 if you want to roll.
Yeah, no, I'm going to roll separately. I want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want
Because 2 plus 4 plus 9 is 13, 15, and then 3 instances of 5 is 30.
30. 30 also drops him. So weirdly enough,
You're welcome.
wow. Fighters, they're actually useful in this game.
Yeah.
Useful during fights.
Weird.
So that was 15. Let's see here. Actually, the hedge wizard doesn't go, but the thug goes.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
the thug
Because
with the
he's
club go.
dead.
No, he already went. He club. So
Yeah, he hit
and the self-sword is gone too. So we're just moving on to Talric.
Okay. And the hedge witcher is gone now, right?
Yeah, it's just the
Very
thug
gone.
with
Very
the
gone.
club and the dart thrower.
Thug with a clong. With the thug with a club, is he nearby me, or
You can walk over.
I could walk over to him?
We're not breaking out
Controller.
grids and minis and stuff like that.
Then I'm going to use one of my spells, Javelin of Faith, against him. So that's going to be a +5 against physical defense. So
Okay, against his physical defense. Okay.
So since it's a spell casting, I'm sorry, since this is bad.
He's
would it
not
be-
in melee with you right now.
No.
Isn't he? Yeah. Who did you attack last round?
the sellsword.
Okay, yeah, you're not next round.
Okay.
Because he's dead too.
Well, the sellsword club thug were not next to each other, so he's
True. I was asking for the javelin, since that would be more spell and thrown. Oh, actually, it says nearby enemy, so probably not. Never mind.
No, you can hit him with it.
I would be able to hit him with that?
Yeah.
Okay, for casting, though,
You're not going to take up attack of opportunity.
I mean, just do I roll any bonuses on that? Would they be wisdom or anything?
Doesn't it say?
It just says +5.
Then that's
first.
it.
Okay.
Already
It's
it
calculated.
calculated.
Okay,
Yeah.
I calculated. I wasn't sure if there was another added, so I wanted to
Didn't want to make that mistake again.
No. But that's very fun.
All right.
And am I adding the +1 to the escalation?
Yes,
as well?
you are adding the escalation dice.
6. All right. So
17 hits his PD of 13. So
yes.
How much damage?
That's going to be 1d6 plus 4 holy. So
Okay.
so that's
5.
5.
All right.
Oh,
he's
4
actually
holy, not a D4.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's
Herp
4.
derp.
It's okay.
He's still standing. So next up we have Marku and Bjorn.
Okay, so
I still have the thug and the dart thrower.
all right, so I'm gonna drop some hate on the dart thrower.
That's probably
Going with another double shot. So let's see what happens. And
yeah. Dart thrower's not been touched yet.
so that is 16.
16 against AC.
Yes.
Attackers win ties.
Okay. And that was a natural even, so another one will be coming in a second.
Nice.
Good. First shot is a 10.
10 damage.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Very good.
the second shot is... That will be a 12 damage.
Did you hit with the second shot?
Yeah, with the second shot, if you hit,
Okay.
it counts, and then if you rolled an even, you can add it as a miss.
Okay.
So
I think
don't
you
know,
have
maybe-
to. I think you have to make the attack roll. You
Oh,
get a
does it?
second.
Okay.
I'll double check, but I think the idea is you get a second attack, but you still have to hit with it.
Okay.
Let me double check.
With no miss effect.
Yeah, like that means you don't get to keep re-rolling over and over.
Right.
So
Okay. Yeah.
So go ahead and
Yeah, I'll reroll them.
You get-
That will be a... That'll be a 12 on the second shot.
that will miss.
Okay, so that's 1 damage then.
All right. Taking 11 total so far.
Yeah.
What is Bjorn doing? Is he going to?
Bjorn's mauling the thug again.
All right.
So... That'll be a 10.
Nope.
Or 11, but yeah. 11 misses, yeah?
Yeah, 11 total. Misses.
That's what I thought.
All right, that's her. Mallory.
I will also attempt to maul the thug.
All right. He's fighting two bears. He is.
Dang it.
Get +1.
Yeah, it's still.
Fortune teller is right.
13.
Two bears. Your doom is in 13 does not. Nope.
Miss though.
No.
Right?
Did you add the
I did.
escalation?
I added it. That's better. 16.
16 hits.
Ha! Okay. So a natural even is 1d10 plus 4.
Wow.
Not bad.
That's a 10, right? Yes.
Like a truck.
Did you roll?
Me and the dice tonight. That'd be
You're
fine.
not alone. So
Well, it doesn't matter. 5 is enough.
Ha!
It was down to 5. From 22 to 27. All right. So that's the end of round 2. We're now plus 2
We have a dart
the
thrower.
dart thrower is going to try and run away.
Imagine that.
Shockingly enough.
2
Yeah.
bears and 3 dudes. Good choice.
So and a robot. So
To
the
do the robot. So
is
Wasn't that
anyone
on ABC back in the 90s?
who
Bears
is
and a robot.
anyone going to
Yes.
do anything? What as he leaves, or are you just going to let him flee?
Switch off to my longbow.
You're just going to shoot him down? Okay. All right, you get one round of
I
attacks.
said this was
Right.
tutorial. We might as well try out our ranged weapons.
It's true. 12 versus AC, probably a nope.
Nope.
I'll try out my sling.
Okay.
Is that okay? So I have to morph back, but that doesn't cost me anything.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's a natural 20. So that'd be 24. So,
yeah, that hits.
and that's
okay.
That's
So
triple
one-
damage.
Yeah. 1d4 plus 2. So 3.
5.
That's 5.
Plus 5.
5. Plus 2.
3.
Oh, yeah. Plus 3.
13.
13.
13.
With a swing.
What a rock.
He is still up, barely, but he is.
He slowed down.
It just propelled him forward. He just conked on the head. He just stumbles forward.
so I guess I'll try my crossbow as well.
Okay.
Poor guy.
Do we want any information out of him, or just?
He works for the Prince of Shadows.
Oh, okay.
What
Screw
else
him.
do we need?
Screw him, apparently.
Okay.
So let's see if I can do anything. No, 5.
Yeah. Misses.
I go wide. I don't have range for a reason.
I got this.
Throw the bear. Throw the bear.
I am going to say Bjorn is eating the beef jerky out of the pockets of one of the dead men. So.
Yeah,
He's busy.
That's
fine.
less gruesome than I expected.
Yeah.
All right.
Good choice, Bjorn.
Are you doing the double
Death
attack?
flies, yes. Death flies tonight. That will be a crit.
He's dead.
No question. No, we're done.
He's dead, Jim.
You had 4 hit points left. No, 3. Sorry. I don't think you could not have not done at least 3 points of damage. So.
Well,
Yeah,
considering
no.
he would roll 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I get a plus
Math.
6 automatically to my
Yeah.
damage. So.
So he does his best Sean Bean reenactment and falls down. So good job.
Last poor dart slinger.
Yeah.
You're dead.
Darts.
All right. Let's see here. So after you've defeated them, you spend a moment catching your breath. Then the door opens. You see a silver-haired man with shockingly white artificial teeth. Like they are just alabaster white, and you can they are so fake looking, but they're teeth shaped, so they just glow in the sun. And it says, "Oh, thank you."
Don't eat me.
What?
Oh, sorry.
sorry.
Sorry, the reflection of your teeth. That scared me slightly. I apologize. So
They're perfectly functional teeth.
no. I mean, like they're beyond perfect. I sorry.
Perfectly cromulent.
Well, I understand you
They can big
adventurers.
in any mouth they're placed in.
My name is.
Good sir, can I... Pardon me, where did you get such fine teeth?
I made them. I am an inventor. My name is Fergan. I'm. Thank you so much for coming to my aid. This is a very remote region. I haven't seen many people here at all. And
Can you reproduce said teeth?
I could. Yes. It would take some time. Did you? Your teeth look perfectly functional. Did?
Oh no, not
this
mine.
for-
Just some of those
Oh.
in the bag.
Oh.
Would be grand
Yeah.
if you could.
I think I have some spares. I could scrape them up into a bag.
Bill, do you realize what we've got in this one?
What?
He has the bear. I have taken his teeth. I will give you
To entertain an offer for the rest of him.
So
Thank you, Jason.
it's written in here that he has the teeth. I didn't even make it.
It's apparently a great detail.
Yeah. Yeah, so I owe you my life. I don't know. I don't know why they were after me, but I chose this place to live in the solitude. I it was just very, very lucky that the same day I'm attacked, I'm rescued by such four brave heroes and their bear.
It's not luck.
Oh.
We were sent.
Oh, for me or no?
Well, yes, but in a less physically harmful way.
To seek your aid.
Well, the guy you're looking for is named Sharpe, not Fergan.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I mean, this guy is an inventor, though. So
That's confusing.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
Okay.
More than one.
yeah, you could ask him about Sharpe.
Yes, that was what I was.
Okay, what is
You
your
know
question?
a man, an inventor named Sharpe?
Inigo Sharpe?
Yes, that one.
Protect to die.
Yes, I was partners with him once, but that my life as an inventor, aside from necessities such as the teeth, and let me go fetch my spare teeth. I'll just get a bag for you.
I owe you a great debt.
Oh, you will.
For as long as you live, sir.
Please come into my dome. So you go into the dome.
To my dome.
It's a cluttered sort of house. It is well built, but it is filled with actually not only strange inventions and machines, but also a lot of paintings, a lot of landscapes in watercolor of the Silver Cove of the landscape. So it looks like he has a new hobby. So Fergan says, "Yes, we." My past is behind me. I'd rather paint watercolors. This coastline is perfect for it, but Sharpe threw me under, the dragon, as the saying goes. He abandoned me when our work on a project for the Prince of Shadows. His men wanted a device that could spy on rivals, so he figured out some way to do this, but he couldn't deliver, and he escaped, and then I was left, and that's how I lost my teeth. But I managed to escape, and I was in hiding, and yes. Here. Does everybody want to drink? His hands start shaking a little bit as he starts thinking about his past. So, this you realize. Anybody have any backgrounds that would be relevant for reading a person? Perhaps con woman. Yeah.
Yes, I'm good at spotting lies. So it's a what roll?
I would wisdom. Add your wisdom bonus to background.
With a D20?
Yeah. D20 plus your wisdom bonus
plus your background. Okay, so that'll be a +5. What is that? 6, so 11.
11, you can tell he obviously is withholding information because it's not a pleasant subject for him and he doesn't like talking about it. But you could probably try to persuade him, but he's breaking out the wine already. So if you
drink more.
Yeah, drink more. If you drank with him for a few hours, you could probably loosen him up. Or you could if you were impatient, you could just lean on him.
We'll play a drinking game.
You could play a drinking game, yeah. So you could also... He does ramble on about machines. Does anybody have any... And inventors and patrons and things. Does anybody have any skills related...
Dwarven trained?
Oh, yeah. Go and give me Dwarven trained.
Modified by what?
Intelligence.
Okay.
I mean, this is remembering.
Yeah. 17.
17. So you're remembering, you remember actually, Sharpe actually once worked for the Dwarven King to try and make basically war engines against various demons and demonic horses that were very, advanced. But again, you remember that the inventions were overhyped and they worked well, but they didn't live up to the hype. And so...
So he's Peter Molyneux.
Yeah, a little bit. But he is a brilliant inventor. And he certainly can do it. He just is temperamental, and he also overpromises to his patrons, so he always gets out. So, who wants to drink with him and try and, loosen him up? This would be, yeah. What background are you using for this?
Chef. So.
Oh, yeah. Roll with plus con.
Yikes. That'll be a 19.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't take long to loosen him up as you propose some dwarven toasts for good luck and fortune and finding new friends. You realize also that Fergan has been in total isolation. He has avoided all contact with anybody for years.
He's lonely.
He is lonely, and he's just not used to... so it's very easy to get him to open up. He realized... he talks about Sharpe was working on, even when they were supposed to be working on this machine, the spying machine for the Prince of Shadows, he was working on a different project, which is why he was diverting resources away. And this was a secret project for Sharpe's benefit and no one else's benefit. It was an immortality project, something that would make him live forever. And so Sharpe left, and for the longest time, Fergus was like, I wanted revenge. I was so angry at him for, and everything else. I just wanted him to... So I built something. I built a boat that could find him. Because I knew he took off on the sea. And then, so I built it. But then I kind of, after I saw it, I realized... I was never going to be happy even if I did kill him, if I did find him. So I kind of gave that up, and I started painting.
They're lovely paintings.
Thank you.
Like, wow,
Here, you can have one. Which one do you want?
That one of the bear.
Oh, yes. There was one day a bear wandered on the coastline, and it ate a lot of fish. And I watched it from a distance. I made a magnifying glass to watch it, or a telescope, because I didn't want to get near it. Because it's a bear. Your bear is very nice. This is the closest I've been to a bear.
Okay, teeth, yes, but does this man also have a large brown afro?
Happy little tree.
No, white silver
Happy
hair.
little bear?
Oh yeah, happy little bear. No. It says canonically he is silver hair, so he is not Bob Ross. But
Ruined!
he gives you the painting. He says,
Saved!
"I ruined."
Tree hype!
So the boat is still there. I still have it. I have it hidden over yonder. It's hidden under an illusionary tarp. I'll tell you how to remove the illusionary tarp, so you can go out and use it, and it'll go straight to Sharpe. But if he's still on an ocean that's connected to this body of water, if it doesn't go at all, then he's not there. But if you're here, it must. I don't know.
Well, this is appreciated. So.
Yeah. And then
Is it portable, this boat?
no, it's a boat. They're big. I mean, I don't know what your definition of portable is, but usually it's not something bigger than you. He's very drunk at this point. But I'll even tell you the secret. The reason why those bandits even didn't find it was because the illusion is very powerful, and the only way you can disable it is to say a secret in front of it, and then the illusion will break. And the thing is, I can't do it anymore because I've told it all my secrets when I was making it. So one of you will have to reveal one of your secrets. So yeah. Anyways, I'll show you here. Let's go. I have some dried fish. Do you want that for your journey? I have fish.
You.
Yeah. No. Here we go.
So long.
I don't need. So.
Thanks for all the fish.
You're pretty well made. Did you know that?
Oh, but thank you.
Yeah. I wouldn't have decorated you like that. That's kind of I don't like that. Well, that style. It's too baroque. You need some more neoclassical.
Well, that's
The symmetry's off too. Did you get hit there? It looks like that's a dent, or was that the design? Because your left pauldron is a little different than your right pauldron. And I don't like that.
That was armor additions to cover up sigils from my original creators that I don't wish to remember.
Oh well, they don't look very good.
Here, have another drink.
I'll endeavor to do
You're
that.
so nice. Where are the teeth, by the way? They're just they're all my size.
I'll treasure
Yeah.
these for the rest of my life, I promise you.
If you want me to make specific teeth, I could.
No. Just
okay.
They shine like.
There's one thing.
The new moons.
There's one thing. Before I show you the boat, there's one. You have to promise me you're not going to kill Sharpe, because I would feel bad if I got revenge on him indirectly. It would affect
It would affect your art.
It would. I do. Okay.
I don't think that's really not the.
I see that gesture you made, and it is funny, contextual.
At this point, he passes out a little bit. You could put him on Bjorn's back and walk over to the area, or
Do we need him with us?
no, you don't need him. You kind of
He has no secrets.
Let's put him to bed and leave a
Tuck
glass
him
of
in.
water on his nightstand. He's going to want it.
I'll leave some, a packet of tea for hangover remedies.
chamomile or something.
Yes.
All right.
Something to detox a little.
He's just so happy that he wasn't murdered by bandits today.
Good, he's had a great day.
Yeah, it
It's
could've been
been a
worse.
lot of
Didn't
stimulation.
die,
And he got rid of a
got drunk with
boat.
friends.
All right.
Correct.
So he pointed out the general area of where this illusionary tarp is. You don't know. You don't know exactly where. So you have to tell. Who's going to say secret, and you probably need to yell it because you don't know exactly where it is. You have to make sure the illusionary spell, the tarp, hears it. So.
Roll off.
I'm happier they kicked me out.
All right. There you go. Who kicked you out?
The elf queen.
All right. The boat appears. It's under,
It wasn't much of a secret.
It's okay. It worked.
Yeah, he didn't say a major secret, so
It worked.
You realize, as you look there, you drag the boat out to the water, to the shore, and then you look around. You realize there's no sails, there's no oars. It's a boat, but you look around. Do you have anything related to?
Magic,
What kind of magic, or what are your backgrounds again?
background. The particular one would be hidden memories of dark rites.
All right,
So-
give me a roll for that.
All right.
That is peculiarly specific.
Again, a repurposed soul from the Lich King. So that's gonna be 19.
19, you look around, you see some runes, magical runes, and you know enough of the script to read the sort of magic used for this. There's a powerful tracking spell put upon it, and it says, when activated, this boat is powered by magic and will just go straight to where Sharpe is. That's good. The thing is, you read. There's some unfamiliar dwarven runes that you can barely understand, but you and the other dwarf can read them. And it says, to activate boat, you must sing an in-key rendition of the Ballad of the Stone Girl, an old dwarven song about a woman whose hard-heartedness matched Fergan's opinion of Inigo Sharpe. So, if you have a positive relationship with the Dwarf King, you automatically know the song. Bill, you don't have to roleplay this, but if you want to, sing a few
What's the
bars.
name of it again?
The Ballad of the Stone Girl. It's about a dwarven girl, a woman who is a very hard-hearted.
I'm not good enough with lyrics.
Okay. Well, you could just hum a few bars if you just want to. The boat takes off.
The question is, does he have to keep singing it in order to keep the boat propelled?
No way.
You don't know.
By the end of it, we all know the Ballad of the Stone Girl.
You do.
Back.
Just want to see all of us back to back. Whoa, this song will not
Let's see
end.
here.
No, the true hell is having to do a hoedown forever.
Only until we get there.
And you can see, actually, we'll say there's actually some of other Fergan's other inventions are in here. As you have some time to look around.
Oh boy. A ship full of petards by which to hoist ourselves.
Actually, Bill.
On the boat, or
Especially with the bear.
Yes, on the boat. There's actually, but there's one in particular, an elven item, that you realize because of you got a 5 on your elven queen relationship, icon relationship. You can say you can have one item within reason. Only you realize it's slightly malfunctioning. It'll have a 50% chance of working, but you can go. Page
Pick an
287.
Okay.
And look through there,
Pick a
and
thing, anything.
within reason.
Will not break. It broke.
So it could be a potion. It could be a. Let's see here. Something obviously adventure, like a slightly malfunctioning elven cloak. That kind of weaves in. Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll take a look around at that.
All right. So on the journey to the as you're going across the sea, it's just a steady propulsion. Let's see here. As you get a couple hours out and land disappears behind you, a voice of a dwarven woman announces, "Destination confirmed. The Stranglesea."
Strangle?
What now?
The Stranglesea. Is that you, Mallory? Do you have any nature or wilderness sort of backgrounds?
Animal trainer. I spent a lot of time outdoors.
Okay, yeah, you can give me a roll for that.
Okay. Plus what?
Intelligence. Just remembering something.
Sad. I get a whole 5.
Okay.
I don't remember.
That's a place.
It has trees.
Well,
No trees.
yeah, no, you're sure. It probably, yeah.
Probably trees under there, guys. I
Yeah.
bet. A long time ago.
But while you're looking through and trying to pick out what your slightly functioning item is, so why don't we do another round of what are some of the complications you get between here on the sea, the Midland Sea, to the Stranglesea? So we'll start with. Actually, we'll split it up this time. Melissa will come up with a problem, and Aaron will come up first with the solution. Okay. So, and then we'll do Bill and Jason to give them a little more time to look through the book. So, what is one of the problems you encounter along the way to the Stranglesea?
We forgot to bring water. We only brought booze.
All right. I love it. Melissa gets a fate point, which
Thanks.
is not used in this game.
I know. I'll remember.
All right. So
Actually, I'll jump on the solution for that if you don't mind.
well,
Okay,
I said Aaron, so you'll have a chance.
Okay, fine.
I have one in that case. So
I would just say Elven Cloak off the end if you can't find something.
Well, I was just looking around at the options. Yeah,
Okay.
I might go with that.
since we have, like I said, I'm not going to require water in any of that.
Yeah,
but
you didn't even think about it. So.
I didn't even think about that, but I realized that I have other at least compartments that are big enough to be able to drain off into jugs. So I will get enough.
to understand you much better if I can get familiar.
Cortana.
Damn. I will uninstall you, Cortana.
Using does anybody have a spell specifically for heat, or do we just have matches? Or
are you going to turn yourself into a desalination plant?
yes, I'm basically going to.
All right.
Mobile desalination plant.
There's a magical fireplace on the boat. A small little
I will just hook hoses up and sit there for a while underneath it.
All right. So drink from me.
Oh.
We have some slightly awkward moments on the boat.
Breath from my lungs.
Bear's very confused.
I wasn't going there, but you know what?
No, I dig it. I love it. So, Jason, do you want to come up with a problem?
Sure.
Or no, you came up with a problem last time.
But so did Bill, so it's kind of splitting the difference.
Oh
here.
yeah, sorry.
And I got a good one.
Okay, yeah.
I watched the match. So Bjorn got into the cabins, smelled something she liked. Now she won't come out. Seasick. So we can't sleep in there
There's a
because
seasick bear in the cabin.
we tried the normal ways to get her out. She's seasick. It's coming out both ends.
Oh,
Sleep out on the deck.
we ruined the boat immediately. It smells of salted bear excrement.
Yeah, there's like a fishing ship in size. I mean, it's not like
Right.
So.
Okay.
Right. That's why I thought. I assume that. So yeah, the cabin is very much a necessity.
Expecting Brody just to come out at any minute. Nope, not doing this anymore.
Okay. Well,
what he's chumming.
so what we do is we drain off the pure water that is currently in
Talrek.
Talrect. And then the dwarf and I fish up some fish, and between our boiler and some fish and some medicinal herbs
That's
that that Mallory had on her. We brew up some seasickness fish stew, which we shoved gently in a wide basin into the cabin. And then,
Cross our fingers.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. After that settles her nerves, as it were, we get her back out there. And then I'm dwarven trained. I'm used to that kind of smell. And you are a dwarf who's very used to that kind of smell.
So you can sleep in there.
Well, no, we clean out.
Yeah.
Actually, just use the excess over there, hose it off.
Yeah. Yeah, either that or we load up because we don't care necessarily if it's salt water. We light the fire back up in you and go all Tin Man. Pull our finger open and just power wash the inside of the cabin.
I've just become Bender at this point.
Why not?
Yeah.
I really
It's
have.
everything you ever wanted.
It really is.
Well, okay.
Yeah, no.
Not the attitude, but the concept.
I've known you the least of everyone here, and I'm said yes, 100%.
Less prostitutes and cigars, more look what I can do with my bits.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Exactly. I'm just
Look
going.
what I can do with my bits.
Drink from me.
Oh dear.
Oh God, I am not looking forward to the day this comes out.
Oh,
and that
I
just,
am.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be good.
Oh,
Welcome,
no.
everyone.
It's
gonna be
Here,
good.
universe, have a gem.
Thank you, Romulus, for these new travel montage rules.
Shark punching picture all over again. Anyway,
So between those, the only thing you have to do is talk about what the Stranglesea is after you heard that's your destination.
Brings a whole new meaning to Steamboat Willie.
Oh, Bill gets a fate point. Each of you can make one background check using intelligence to see if you remember a rumor you've heard about the Stranglesea. Something where you would have heard about, either talk to people, any sailor or nautical type person would have heard of it, so you can talk to them. Maybe
Do we
write
need
about
to
it.
tell you which background we're using?
Please do. Just for
Okay,
a second.
I'll use tribal healer because I've heard tribal lore about some
Oh, yeah.
plants that grow in the sea.
okay.
18.
18. All right. You get 2 rumors. There are 13 total. So just give me two numbers between 1 and 13.
Do 8 and 11.
All right, 8. Here's 2 rumors you heard. The first one is songs composed when the Stranglesea ache with melancholy or induce a crushing feeling of oppression. When the famous bard Urturson sung a ballad he wrote there before the healing priestesses of the White Temple, they fell upon him, disemboweled him, and stuck his head on a pole. Yeah.
Like you do.
And posed in funny ways.
On 11, you've heard the experimental dwarven vessel Sea Hammer disappeared while on a mission to break up the weed mat once and for all. It's not entirely clear why the Dwarf King cared, but he did. Or the dwarves on the Sea Hammer thought he did.
The weed mat?
Yes, it's you do remember something about. There's a lot of seaweeds there. That's maybe why they call it the Stranglesea. So who else wants
Apparently
to?
have healing
Sweet,
powers,
sweet dark.
supposedly.
Yeah.
I'll go with former Axis Night Watch.
Okay. Yeah, you could have heard a lot of rumors from merchants and traders and sailors.
Well, one night when we were cleaning up the bars.
yeah.
2019.
I think another 2 rumors.
Okay, I'll do 3 and 5.
3 and 5. The High Druid blames the Archmage and the Emperor's wards for creating an unnatural half-alive zone in the middle of the sea. And then killer whales patrol the waters around the weed mat. They've been known to knock over small boats to attack the inhabitants. They go after swimming gnomes and halflings, mistaking them for seals.
Don't get in the water, guys.
Yeah. A halfling sailor told you
So
Yeah.
we should have brought a bigger boat.
that. Yes.
Number 2, Joss' joke for this one.
So, let's see here. Marku.
I've spent the better part of my entire life in the forest in the middle of nowhere, so I don't know. I guess the best I can go with is just some really, really just ridiculous campfire stories.
Yeah. That works. These are just rumors.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have heard tales about it, and the moral being, don't go to the sea, stay in the forest.
Right. Well, at a 6, I think I don't get much.
No.
Yeah.
So, all you know is you shouldn't go there.
Right.
I'll actually go with Iron Willed Warrior, specifically for tales that are traded on the battlefield to keep boredom at bay between campaigns. So 7.
It probably
exists. Yeah.
Does it? Nah. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, there are some things everybody, the people who've heard about it. It is a mat of tangled seaweed and captured flotsam, so dense you can walk on it in places. It supposedly stretches for miles. Ships get trapped in it, sometimes permanently. The currents drive sea plants from across the ocean, where they then attach themselves to one another, forming a great mass. The Stranglesea has existed for so long that new types of plants have arisen there. This is what you know. They intertwine, binding the seaweed mat tightly together. Bugs, worms, and crustaceans feed off the mass and each other. Some types have only been found in the Stranglesea, making a source of fascination to sages of the natural order. No one knows much about it because it's extremely difficult to find on purpose. It doesn't. You don't find it; it finds you. It traps ships in a way no ordinary skiff or seaweed would. Although you can walk on it, gaps appear, and bits are only loosely connected to it. One misjudged step, and you find yourself in the drink. Colonies of fish gather under the matched shelter. A certain percentage of them predatory. These will probably bite you if you fall in. So,
Piranha.
Yeah. As you were talking, fish cleaning out Bjorn's, poor little mess. He didn't mean to. She. Sorry. The fog starts appearing on the horizon, gets thicker and thicker until it breaks, and you see the edges of the strangleweed. The weed mats are festooned with the wrecks of ancient vessels. The junkyard of spars and debris helps hide your arrival from, the other people, that you can't see too far into it. It is many miles across, splayed across the horizon as like a gently rolling island. The boat seems to know where it's going. It heads straight for a peninsula that sticks out from the rest of the mass, aiming dead center and slipping in between the old wrecks and great burls of seaweed. The ship's it's on its own, thing, so it docks where it wants to dock, and it docks there.
To what dock?
Well, on the peninsula. It docks at the peninsula.
So the peninsula is in the middle of the strangle?
Well, it's at the edge of it.
Okay.
So that's why
it
it's
is a
sticking out.
peninsula of strangleweed.
It's the Florida of the map. So
phallic symbol.
Let's see here.
I'm sure that's what it is.
Anyways, all of you realize that, the mat looks very dense near where you are docked, but you realize you're going to have to walk around here and look for him. Sharpe is somewhere here, but the ship you're on cannot go any further.
I feel that taking a bear onto the strangle mat is a really bad idea.
Well, in the distance you do see like a distant anchor that's on top of the weed mat, so it can hold substantial weight.
Okay.
So the ship won't be able to go any further from here. Would it be possible to actually rig up a portion of the ship, basically a plank or something, to act as a compass?
Your compass will still work.
Literally as a magic compass to lead to him, though, since the ship was basically meant to go directly to him.
Nope.
Okay. So.
May I shift into scout form to fly ahead and tell them where to walk?
Sure.
I do that.
All right. Go ahead and give me a skill check. What background are you using for this?
Well, I get a new background.
Oh yeah, yeah. Go and roll d6 to represent your background bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot the mechanics. Thank you.
Cool. 1.
Okay, 1 plus your wisdom plus a d20.
I thought ones were 2s.
Oh yeah, 2.
1s are 2s, yeah. So plus wisdom, so this will be at a plus 3. So I get 17.
17, very good. You fly overhead as a seagull or an albatross.
Seabird. Mm-hmm.
We'll say albatross.
That's neat.
Yeah. You're less likely to be attacked as an albatross.
True. I'm huge. Don't touch me.
Also superstition.
Yeah. Albatro.
So you do see, far below you, there are some strange, weird monsters wandering about. Some seem to be made entirely of seaweed. Some are just covered in it. So you also see seem to be three major. Well, there's 4 areas of interest. It looks like to you. There is a group of goblins. On a near shipwreck. They're camped out. They're actually fishing at the edge of it. They have a little campfire started, and they are they're like half on the beach of this mat, and then half in the shipwreck.
But I can't see Sharpe with the goblins, right?
You only see goblins, and Sharpe was human, so you don't see any humans with him. There is also a trash heap. There's just a lot of debris. And a lot of weeds pile up an area, and there's also some giant elephant seals that look odd. Something's off about them, but they're kind of basking in the sun. Then there is a dwarven ship that is fully entangled in the weeds, and they've set up a perimeter, like there's wooden stakes set up as a sort of camp. There's actually a picture of this.
And there's dwarves there?
Yes, there are dwarves walking about. So...
That's a ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a dwarven ship.
I got it.
Very boxy. They like boxes.
Approximately how many
We built
dwarves
this
do I
ship as
see?
a rectangle.
You see 4,
We don't understand what
but
it's saying.
you don't see in the ship, obviously.
Right.
And there might be dwarves wandering around further. You're not picking up
How
everything.
many goblins do I see?
Well, hold on. There's a couple other things. There's a ton of goblins. At least a dozen or more. So there's a large fungus patch. And then there is a group of humans. There's something different about them. They are near another part of a shipwreck, and looks like the goblins were in like at the front half of a ship, and that's where they're hanging out. And the back half of the ship is where there are a bunch of humans hanging out. But there's something off. There's actually. You see one human in particular. He's got a starfish on his head, and he's just walking around with the starfish, like covering.
And nothing else? Just
No. He's got like rags on,
Just checking.
but he's
Somebody's
it looks
been
like it's
starved.
fused to his head, so he's just walking around with it.
All right. So one caveat on my scat form is that I can't talk.
No,
So
yeah, because albatrosses don't talk. So those are the areas you see. You realize if Sharpe has shown up, he's probably being put easy. He could be hiding on the trash heap. He could be captured by the goblins or
we're
working
in the
with them.
dwarven ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's multiple places. We'll look.
Well, so I think the best option is to go back and untransform and relay all of this. So I will do that thing.
By the way, I've decided on the finicky magic item.
Okay.
Necklace of water breathing.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
Well done. It only works half the time, though. Be careful.
Yeah. Also, its quirk is hiccups in stressful situations.
I like it.
Are you wearing it all the time now?
Yes.
Probably a good idea. You are wearing plate mail.
Plate mail. Yeah.
Get to breathe under there. Are you stressed?
I'm standing on seaweed and wearing plate
Are
mail.
you? I thought you were all on the ship still.
Oh.
You haven't you haven't told me you're stepping
It was
foot.
me. All
No,
I
I'm
did
not.
was
Yeah, I
fly
was just-
away.
All right, fine. I'm on a boat,
Well.
and I had to put my plate mail back on.
You don't have to put it back
So,
on.
So yeah, who is stepping off the boat first?
I'll go.
Okay.
yeah, for the heaviest on here. Oh, I meant to ask, have we healed back up, or do we need
Oh
to
yeah, you
recover?
can
Okay.
you can use you fully heal.
Okay.
You had time to.
I didn't know if we had to use recovery or not, so.
You will now from now
It's all
on.
that
Right.
specially distilled water.
How did he recover from his own specially distilled? Do you know what? I
Popped
don't
out all
know.
the dents.
Coolant.
Oh, yeah.
So
I mean, I'm technically the scout here. I guess it makes sense for me to go out, and I weigh the least.
yeah, smaller. Yeah, and you also don't have super heavy armor.
Yeah.
Actually, probably Mallory would weigh the least. It depends on what kind of armor you're using.
It's light,
Okay.
I believe. Leather clothing and
Oh, whoops.
yeah,
Forgot
light
about
armor.
Elven Grace.
Yeah. Okay. You have the idea, because thanks to her aerial scouting, you have an idea that looks like there's several groups of people, different the castaways that have survived here, at least for a time, that have adjusted to living here. Clearly there's some sort of toll looking at those mutated humans.
Yeah.
We'll just call them the wreck rats, by the way, because
That's what's written in there. And
Yeah.
makes it easy.
Yep. So, let's see here. Obviously, also Stranglesea counts as swamp, lake, river terrain for druids. If you have terrain caster talent, if you have, if you don't have terrain caster, it doesn't matter. So,
Nope, I got nothing.
all right. So, what do you guys want? And there's also wandering monsters in between these different camps and things. So you can visit either one. You could try and scout them out individually.
It's a very wet sandbox.
It's sort of open ended. It's not like a linear thing. It's a dungeon, only it's all open.
I wonder if we should try to talk to the goblins, see if the goblins would be willing to talk to us.
Is it good for making poopy castles? This wet sandbox.
Sure. That can do it. Yeah, you can try that.
Because they seem to be at least engaged in the most normal activity outside of the potentially mutated humans and and elephant seals.
So why did the dwarves appear so off to you?
Oh, I forgot about the dwarves.
I mean, we even know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's the sea
Hanging out.
hammer.
Oh yeah. So if you want to go with them first, so.
That's what I was thinking. Is
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, Bill. Like if you want
unless they've absolutely gone, snooka-loopy, then they should be willing to.
you could
talk.
go as a group to the dwarves and try and parlay with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm taking a ginger step out. Are the brambles holding up my weight?
At first they do. Yeah.
Thank you.
So you fully step on there.
Yeah, I just have no.
All right, you crash through there.
I didn't take
A
long.
shark is under the water and it starts going for you. I had to. So
You chose to.
that's fair. But anyways, someone will need to grab.
Damn it.
This is actually going to be a. Let's see here. All right, so. Does feel like more Jeopardy? What is it? Here it is. All right, someone can make a dex check to try and pull him out. But if you fail, then he will take damage. So it's a trap, but it's up to if you fail, Aaron takes the damage. Tower takes the damage. So who's going to grab him?
I've got a +5 dex.
I
right.
don't.
Well,
I have +2, so that makes sense to me.
yeah.
That'd be a very bad meal for the shark anyway.
Munch.
But it's probably over. It's probably like 2 to 3% mercury anyway right now.
All bullshit aside, you really probably should try and punch it.
I know. I have a hammer. Let's see what that does.
Shark hammer.
Shark hammer.
Yeah, normally there's a roll for this, but no. It's just bad. No.
Yeah, coward. It'd be a 16.
16! That makes it. You were pulled out.
That looked rather frightening.
Are you going to hammer it anyway?
It can't get to me.
Aaron, do you want to use your icon relationship with the Lich King for an advantage?
Over the shark or the...
An advantage.
Okay, what? Just an
No, you don't get to know what it is. You just have to. I'm giving you the choice to invoke it now or not.
no.
I'm worried that might be...
It's a story. It's a clear
A
advantage.
clear advantage? Okay, I'll invoke it
You
now.
got a 6, no complication.
Okay.
After a moment, the shark peers over the water's edge, and you can see it's not a normal shark because there are clear acid burns on it and other scars, and then it kind of raises further as you're looking at it, and it's looking at you. The group it watches you with an uncanny intelligence, and then it kind of says, "Talric, is that you?"
Yes?
Oh, I remember you. You were in the next cell to me.
So...
By the way,
Bellafor!
Belfour, that's my name. I forgot it.
Oh, no, I didn't realize.
You got your soul in a suit of armor. Well, how that's great.
Oh, well,
I'm in a shock.
Belfour the obvious.
I was like, yes, I could see that. How did you end up? I thought you were supposed to be. From the rituals, I thought you were supposed to be a
They
demon
wanted to
body.
attack a fleet of some, I don't know. I was below the water. I couldn't see the flags. But they wanted me to, they wanted an advantage in the water. And they put my soul into a shark. And I got lost in the battle, and I kind of wind up here.
Oh,
It's been a while.
I
haven't talked to many people.
I'm very sorry. I'm glad you're okay. It's been too long. I'm glad you are away from the Lich.
Yeah, I am too. I'm quite glad. I mean, there's plenty of things to eat here.
I'd imagine.
Barracuda's pretty good.
I know this is going to sound. This may be an odd request, but or at least. But do you know your way well around? The
Sure. I got nothing to do other than eat and eavesdrop. People talk when they're near the water, and the voices I can hear great as a shark. Apparently, I'm a weird mutant shark.
Oh, so actually that brings up an interesting point. We're looking for somebody. So,
yes. There's people here.
No, yes, but one.
You're
person.
looking for a specific person.
Yes. We are.
That's a trick. Yeah.
So which is taking from there. Not certain. Actually, I'm sorry. What was the inventor human?
Yes.
Okay, so
Inigo Sharpe.
Yeah, Inigo Sharpe. So okay, group one. Should I give him his name or? I don't think.
It's a talking shark. At this point, go all in.
Oh, yeah, we're good. I'm not punching it,
Clear
and it likes
advantage.
me.
Yes.
So,
Clear advantage.
Your redemption moment with the short plan.
shark redemption. Anyway, no, we're looking for. We're looking for an inventor, Inigo Sharpe. That apparently a magic boat that we took from here is led. Actually led us to here.
Oh yeah. The dwarves were talking about him the other day. They said this shop fellow could repair the vessel, and I guess that's why the humans, the ones with the
starfish
mutations. Well, not all of them have the starfish.
Oh, okay.
But some of them do. One of them in particular. He's a baddie. So he. I think they kidnapped him, and he's being held by the these wrecked rat people. I think of them as rats.
So wrecked rats then.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a catchy name. That may be useful.
Dwarves might have more information.
Okay, so if they're trying to repair the ship, that would be great. So that's I absolutely appreciate it. Although we might need a. At least a quick escape on here, or at least some of the rally. Can you actually talk to the other sharks or the other animals? Do they?
Oh, well, I could try. I haven't really thought to.
Oh, so
they stay out of my way. I'm bigger than they are.
Oh, so well, we might need you for at least a surprise if you can possibly arrange it.
Well, sure. I mean, I can come with you when you leave, though, right?
I see no reason why not.
Okay.
So I'm just glad that there was somebody else who managed to get there. I'm actually working. Working in league with the Great Golden Worm now.
Oh, could you put in a word for me?
I would be happy to.
Not to have them kill me, because I.
Well, no. If any of us who have had knowledge from the Lich King, they actually find very useful.
Ah.
So they in order.
Seems most people try to kill me when they see me.
Like I said,
To be fair, you looked like a seal when I saw you.
Okay, well... Yeah.
My vision's not great.
Well, the armor's a bit dented. Apparently I got...
Oh, yeah, that pauldron looks ugly.
Yeah, I've been told that multiple times. So.
Terrible. Even I can see that.
Okay, so yes, you always had the eye for the aesthetics, Pauldron.
Yes,
So,
yeah.
Pauldron,
It's just a different style than the rest of it. It's just... It's
no, I can... again, we can work on that later. But no, absolutely, we would... my companions and I... Well, I can say for one, I'd love to have you.
Who are your companions? Hello?
I'm Mallory. I'm an animal trainer. I could train you to do things.
I'm not an animal, I'm a person.
Well, I mean, she
I'm
can
an animal, but I was born a human.
She can probably help you. She can turn into animals.
Maybe
I
was a
actually
half-elf.
completely understand.
Oh!
So,
Well, it's nice to meet you, Mallory.
so
Hello? Who are you? There's a dwarf there, isn't there? Yes.
I'm Marku.
Oh, hello, Maku. Wait, there's a... Oh, boy. Did you have a sick bear on your ship? I'm really good at smelling things.
we did. So
Yeah.
it was something we took.
Perception.
She's never left the forest.
Oh, well, I'm kind of amazed you got it this far. Well, good on you. And there's another person?
So,
Yes.
yes.
Oh, you look like a seal. Sorry. It's the armor. Same color.
I would imagine seals to be less shiny.
Well, here, things look weird.
I'm assuming
Things
the
look weird here too.
well, I would assume the form and also being underwater would give you a, well, not to be rude, but a fisheye effect. So
Oh.
That is rude.
I am sorry.
He's changed his mind. He won't help us now.
Yeah, no, he's fine. All right, yes, I'll do what I can.
So I'd appreciate it. Again, glad putting my hand down for maybe towards his fin.
Oh, well, he tries to. Look,
okay.
my fins.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can try that later. So.
Fins, I don't really have much control over them.
All right. So I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess. I mean, I am in this place.
So
It's rather hellish.
no.
People go mad here.
No, true. So we may be able to. I'm not certain if the Great Golden Worm can do anything for you body wise, but we can't hurt to see. So
Some sort of curse.
yeah. So
Evil force.
I have a
Something.
question. What do you know about the strange monsters wandering the map?
Oh, yeah, something about this malignant presence, curse, what have you.
Curse?
Yeah, something.
Say more about
It
the curse.
mutates them.
Oh,
Mutates
mutations.
things.
Oh, so
I think
that's-
it's because I'm already mutated that doesn't affect me.
That makes sense.
And
so
my-
if things stay here
I don't
over a given
overthink
amount of
things.
time,
Yeah, they go mad,
they go mad and mutate,
usually.
become aggressive.
Sometimes. Mostly. Yes, always.
Yeah.
Consistently. I don't think about things too much. It seems to
Yeah,
be...
you're a shark.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Curse can't work if I don't think too much.
That makes sense.
Maybe. I don't think about it. Anyways. Alright. Anybody else have questions for Belfour the shark?
No.
Alright.
This was entertaining to watch. So.
Yeah. Alright, that's fair. So you can head on over. He can't... Belfour, it takes you some time to call him, but he'll be swimming around. He's,
Just stick your face down in the water.
Yeah, exactly. And yell really loud.
Okay.
Yeah.
He'll hear you.
Yeah. And he'll come
Okay.
sooner or later. So... but he's a shark. Yeah. Well, I gotta go. I need to eat things.
No,
I'm hungry.
absolutely. I no, keep swimming now. We don't want
Yeah.
you to fall ill. So
Okay. So, yeah, you got information. The wreck rats probably have it, but the dwarves have information about Sharp as well. So,
To
you
the
need...
dwarves.
Yeah.
To the sea hammer.
Yeah.
sea hammer. So
All right.
All right.
hopefully
All right.
fall
So,
back
who
in.
is taking point? Scouting?
I guess that would be me.
Okay.
You're a dwarf. You're
Give me
scout.
a roll to scout.
Okay. So that would be my background plus what, Dex or
Yeah.
okay. That would be a 25.
Oh yeah.
Well, you do see a group of monsters that are sort of malingering. You see them sort of... You think at first they're trash heaps, but then a seagull, sits down to grab some bit of food.
Chomp.
And then, chomp. And you realize these are heat-seeking weed beasts, weed monsters, shamblers, whatever you want to call them. But because with your awesome roll, you realize you could just go around.
Yeah.
And not have to fight them.
Don't need you.
Turns out.
Yeah. So, unless you want to kill them, because they do have some shiny bits on them.
Yeah, we will be killing these.
You can avoid them or you can fight them.
I think we're better off.
I have to say, I
I really want to transform into a polar bear right now, so I'm with you.
All right. So we have Team Lost. Well, with that, I'll give you one round of advantage, one round of surprise before they...
We have, well, if you want the incomplete storyline, certainly. So,
no, I mean, you can probably take these out. There are 4 of them. 2 shamblers and 2 trappers. So,
So I forgot to act in Elven Grace last time.
Okay.
So I'm going to be...
I will say if you do win this fight, someone with an icon relationship will find something useful.
Ooh.
Sorry. Did you want to invoke something before we started, or?
Elven Grace, I roll a die to see if I get an extra standard action.
Okay.
I start with a D4, I believe. Is that right, Bill? Am I reading that right?
Well, it is impossible for you to succeed at it right now. So,
Okay, how does that work?
at the start of each of your turns, roll a die to see if you get an extra standard action. If your roll is equal to or lower than the escalation die, which is currently 0,
I can't be lower than 0.
right, you can't roll a die and
Not
most die
Got it.
and get a 0.
Most
Yeah.
time.
So you
So
have to
I will wait till the next
and
round.
at least until round
This
2.
makes sense.
All right, so you all get one free round action on them. You could do a ranged attack easily, or you could charge and make a melee attack. So we'll just go left to right, and we'll roll initiative next round. But you all get your... So there's 2 shamblers and 2 trappers.
Okay.
You don't know exactly what they do yet, but they're all weedy-looking things.
The trappler's like laying just like kind of blob masses, and the shamblers are bipedal. Or,
yeah.
no, bipedal.
The shamblers look more like smash
but lead
things,
on, and
and
it'll
trappers,
make sense.
they have
Like,
pseudopod tentacle
all
kind
of
of things.
these D6
So
is the first
there is some
value.
distinction between them.
Then
Okay.
after you
So
get one,
who are you attacking?
I'm going to go with a double range shot. I'm going to start with
Then
Shambler
would be-
1
Okay.
with the first shot. And that will be a 22.
22 total hits.
Unfortunately, it was not a natural even, so that'll be my
since you
only
have
shot.
to leave it roll equal to or lower the escalation die, it gets progressively
So
harder.
that will be a
Yeah.
7.
All right, 7 damage. All right, Mallory. Do you want to go polar bear on him?
I do.
All
I
right.
will turn into a giant polar bear.
You want to focus fire on the Shambler one? 'Cause you
Yeah,
already hit it
we can do
yourself.
that.
All right.
So 12 plus 5. Yeah, so 17.
17 hits.
Yeah.
Natural even.
Natural even,
So
so I roll a
D10.
d10.
Got one.
So that's a 9 plus 4 is 13.
13. Wow, he's already taken 20. So
Taking 20.
And skittish, so longbow.
Shambler one.
Yeah.
All right. Focus fire. It's a thing.
Wow, okay. 20 versus AC.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Arrowed for 8.
Aaron, that kills him. Good job.
Okay.
Squeals and writhes and starts kind of melting into kelp. So,
All right.
Kelp milk.
yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm going
New
to.
from Hardee's.
Oh.
Anyways,
And
sorry.
you ain't there.
Nihilist Hardee's. You can target the second Shambler or one of the 2 trappers.
I was like, I'm gonna target the second Shambler.
Okay.
So I'm going in for melee attack along with Melissa. So
Okay.
like Melissa did. And before then, I'm invoking Strength Domain. So
Okay.
everybody will do triple damage again if taking a critical.
How many times can you do that per day?
You may use one invocation per battle as a quick action.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, so you have different invocations.
Yes.
That's just the one you're picking.
yeah. I'm just picking this one, so I don't. So it's only for the battle. I can't use multiple domains. So
All right.
all right.
Strength.
Don't suck.
Do you even live, bro?
Apparently not. So 11.
11 does not hit. All right. I already rolled initiative for them, so go ahead and give me your guys' initiative.
So does the escalation die?
I have a
No, this is a surprise
Oh.
round.
15.
Okay.
15? Yeah. All right.
17.
17. Very good.
3.
Oh,
15.
15. All right. Let's see here. Trapper 2 is going first. Let's see here. It is going to try and trap Talric because,
Don't go after the
in that
polar
air.
bear.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. Slimy pseudopod reaches out, and okay, I got an 11, so that probably
Nope.
does nothing.
Just kind of pull my leg up like, no.
Ew. So, let's see here. Next up is 17, and that is Mallory, you will go first, then the Trapper 2 will go.
Okay, so I will take a melee swipe at. There's 3 of them still up, right?
Yeah, Shambler and 2, both Trappers.
Okay, so I'll go after the other Shambler.
Okay.
So. I got a 17, 20.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
20 anything. will
No,
hit.
22 actually. Well, anyway, yeah. And so it was an odd, which means I only roll a d6 plus 4. So 5.
5? All right. Meh.
Meh. Little scratch.
It
I
hit
scratch
it.
you.
It hit it, so that's better than nothing. So Trapper, the other Trapper, is going to go, and it's going to try and trap Mallory. So it strikes out with a pseudopod. And I can't roll very well, so that's a 10. 10 misses. So let's see here. Next up, we have
Can I do it once a day though? Yeah.
15, which is a bunch of both two of you guys, I think.
Oh, I can have it. So.
Jason and Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Jason, you can go first, or Marku. Sorry,
All right.
Marku.
Dropping some more.
Once in an age long ago.
Some more double shots. And wow. Yep, that's not going to happen. That was a crit fail for me. So.
Oh! Thank you.
So excited.
Because there's special rules for fighting on the weeds.
I do get my 1 damage for my miss, though.
Okay. So let's see here. What happens to you? Let's see here.
Bear must play.
Let's see here. You land on the you slip as you are. The arrow goes wide. You slip on the silvery thing as you're trying to get your phone, and you are burned by caustic plant secretion. Some of the plants, little pods, burst open and sort of spray acid on you. So you take 1 point of damage, and you'll have a -2 on your next action. So it stings, and
Stings a bit.
yeah, it stings a bit. I mean, it's not fatal or anything, but it could have been worse. You could have fallen through.
It's true. Okay, and then Bjorn is going to maul, and that was on Shambler 2.
Yeah, Shambler 2 is the only thing that's taking damage right now.
Yeah, so that's a 1 damage to him from my miss.
Okay.
And then
Taking 6 total.
Bjorn will attack. Which of the trappers try to grab Talric?
Trapper 2.
Trapper.
So Bjorn mauls Trapper 2.
Okay.
And that will be a 20, not a natural 20.
That totes hits.
Yeah. So that will do 1. Man, my rolls.
You did well. I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
Talric is next.
Okay, and on Trapper 2, I will go ahead and use Javelin of Faith,
Okay.
so which will be going towards physical damage.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's physical defense.
physical defense, excuse
Yeah.
me. All right,
Lower than his AC.
so that's going to be 14.
14 misses. Oh, no, it hits. Sorry.
Okay.
I was looking at the wrong number.
All right, so 1d6 plus 4 holy damage.
Okay.
So that's only 5.
5. Hey, it's better than nothing.
And I don't know if the holy damage works. I guess it does.
It still hurts it. So that was 15. Let's see here. 2017 and then 5. So I think the Shambler goes and then finally Bill.
Yay!
So the Shambler is going to try and thwack Mallory.
Hey.
So does a 14 hit your AC?
Yes.
Oh, it equals it? Alright. 5 damage. You were thwacked.
I will.
Starts trying to club you over the head. And finally, Aramel.
At this point, do we evaluate Shamblers or other guys as bigger threats?
Well, the 2 trappers missed this round, so you don't know what they can do.
We haven't seen what they do yet.
Well, then
The Shambler just hit thing with clubby pseudopod.
so far, I'll gingerly charge up to the Shambler.
You only have to. The way it works is instead of having to make dex checks or whatever, is if you get a critical failure or
Right.
critical success, something happens revolving the terrain. So,
Right.
Okay.
Outside of the 20s and 1s, you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
But when you do get a 20 or 1, then you do get to. Well,
Yep.
I mean, if it's 20, then it's beneficial to you.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. I will snicker snack with a
All right.
great sword. For 17 versus AC.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. And... Do.
Do.
You know what? I'll go ahead and open up from the beginning. I'll power attack and add the extra d6. So
Okay.
far, then we're on 15. 17.
It is
Damage.
standing, but barely. You cleave into it, spraying seaweed and seawater and
Plant
some sort of ichor. Yeah, thank you. Just everywhere. It is, and just thousands are just a huge pile of dead crab shells, all intact but emptied of crab meat, just pour out of it. So that's gross.
That's weird.
It is. Yep.
Gross and weird.
That is the end of round 1, I believe. So the escalation die is now at 1.
Yay.
Well, hold on.
Wait till your turn.
Yeah.
At the start of your turn.
It's confusing.
All right. So Trapper 2 is going to act. It's going to try and trap Talric again. Let's see. 13. That will not hit. Yeah. Basically.
Stop it.
17 is, let's see, Mallory and Trapper 2, Trapper 1.
I don't know. It's not used.
So you get to go at the same time as the other Trapper, but you go first because you're a hero.
Dang. Worth a try. Okay, so I will attack him with
Okay.
my bear claws. So 17 plus
Are you taking the
5.
Shambler or one of the Trappers?
The Shambler again.
Okay.
Because I am still by him, I think.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
so 17 plus 5, I'm assuming that hits.
Yes.
Okay. And then that'll be a d6 plus 4. So 5.
Fine. That's enough to end him. So
Yay.
there's just 2 Trappers now, and it is going to attack you, the Trapper, the remaining one.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah. Remaining. But I'm rolling terribly.
I am large bear. You can't touch me.
So it misses you.
You have the power of being
I
rolled.
assume a 7 misses you.
It does. Totally misses.
Or actually a 9, sorry.
Far away.
So let's see who's left. Marku and Talric are next, so we'll do Marku.
Alright, so double shot, and I'm taking a -2 on this.
Okay. Trapper 1 is untouched, Trapper 2 is taking some damage.
Yeah, I'm going to go with...
Trapper 2.
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So that is a 19.
19 totally hits.
And it hits for 12. No, 11, sorry.
Dang.
No, it is 12, because we get the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, escalation dies at 1, sorry.
Yeah.
So it's standing, but barely, or not standing, but upright-ish. You're kind of
It's wibble wobble.
jelly or beanbag shaped, you know.
And Bjorn mauls it.
Okay.
And she scored a 9, so that's probably going to miss.
Yeah, 9 totally misses.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just hammer down.
Okay.
Let's see. 7, 11. So
Nope. Wouldn't hit any of it.
So,
So, meh. You kind of swing, but the ground's kind of undulating under
So
you.
it goes-
So you're a foot away from it now. So that's
damn
annoying.
artificial islands.
There's no, well, you don't know this is artificial. It could be. A wizard could have done it. Like that's a real possibility in this. That's not theoretical.
That's still artificial.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could have been a wizard, but this could just be accidental, you know. The only one left is Aramel.
Yay!
Oh, right, no, yeah, Melissa already went, so.
I did.
Yep.
I charge the nearest trapper.
Okay.
And continue to sword.
Continue to sword, alright. The nearest one is Trapper 1.
Yep. This sounds like a job for an edged weapon. Critical.
Alright, let's take a look here. Describe the PC target as suffering a mat-related mishap. So, let's see here. Let's see here. You cut into them. Well, go and roll damage. Let's see if you kill it first.
Okay, well, let's see. Triple
They'll take a
critical,
-2 on their roll, but yeah.
That'd be... there's 10, 15, 30.
30 damage? Yes, that
Yeah.
kills it. So you strike it in twain and it bleeds into the
Actually...
water. Oh, sorry.
What I would like is if I actually kind of... a vine of kelp gets in my way and I come up a little short and slice through the mat right in front of it, and then Belfour just kind of comes up and chomp and takes it down.
All right, yeah. Fatality, yeah. Environmental. Belfour would thank you, but his mouth is full. So, good job. I love it. So, that ends round 2. Round 3. The last trapper is mindless and has an initiative 20, so it is still going to attack. And it'll attack poor Mallory again.
What?
20, switch dice. Black one. Black like my heart. Yes. 22 would definitely hit you. So... let's see here. You are now stuck. Save ends. You need to get 11 or better on a d20. Oh, it means you can't move. You take 5 damage. As its slimy pseudopod strikes you and, holds you in place. Well, on your turn. So, yeah, but... You have to wait at least 1 round before you can save.
So I'm stuck for a turn, and then I roll to get out?
So, does that mean it goes straight to me?
17. It's actually Mallory's turn first. You were not in melee range of it. The pseudopod can hit you from a range, so you cannot melee it this round. But you can spend your action. Actually, I will allow you if you want to just free yourself. You can make your roll now to try and pull out of it.
Okay, but first I'm going to roll my Elven Grace to see if I...
Can you do that every round?
Shoot,
Yeah,
I do every
start
round.
of each of your turns.
I have to get a 2 or less, which I don't. So,
Okay.
So first I'm rolling to get unstuck. 7, no.
No. All right, you're stuck. You cannot move.
Ah! That's it.
All right.
Can't do it either.
Marku?
Yep. So I'll drop some more dub arrows. Let's do this. You've got to be kidding me. Another crit fail.
I'm so sorry.
Let's see here. You're just having a bad day.
Yeah, no kidding.
Let's see here. As you push, the ground on you starts sinking. You jump out of the way, but not before a barracuda jumps out of the water and latches onto your ankle. So you take a point of damage, and you take a -2 to your next attack roll. As you're busy while you're attacking, you're trying to shake it off your foot.
Right.
So it's just a rabid barracuda. So
That still gives me 1 damage, though, for the miss.
yeah. So it takes a point of damage. Yeah.
Yep. So now Bjorn mauls it.
All right.
Yeah, that definitely hits 23.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage.
Go Bjorn.
That'll be a 7.
7 kills it, actually.
Yarr.
Bear.
Unfortunately for Mallory, as she pulls herself, pardoning such agonizing sorrow,
Ow.
you take an additional 5 damage as you rip the pseudopod off.
Yeah.
I'm in bad shape.
How many hit points do you have left?
What's 11 minus 5?
That would be 6.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I'm having a bad day.
And are we still officially in combat?
Nope.
Okay.
You killed the 4.
All right. Another question for healing: Can we just use recoveries outside of that, or
Yeah.
do I have to actually roll the heal?
No, you can just take a breather and
Okay.
heal up. You can use as many recoveries as you want.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
How many recoveries?
Spend a recovery,
Yeah.
roll a d10, add 2,
Got it.
get that many hips back.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to sleep to get all your recoveries back,
7,
but you
8,
can just
9. Okay, so I get 9 back.
Which means you could probably eat another one and you're below... you still wouldn't cap out.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Well, you wouldn't categorically not cap out, but
Yes.
it's below expected value. Like in
So
that
that's 12,
circumstance,
so-
yeah.
So I'm back to 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Where are the shinies?
You do find
Where would be the shinies?
as you look,
Jeez, I have
you
a
find
flag.
some gold coins and jewelry. I'll say 50 gold pieces each, but about nothing. But you, Marku, actually Bjorn finds it. Let's see. He finds. He's chewing. You have to kind of play tug with him for a little bit, and so it's covered in bear drool. But it looks like a figurine of a baby dragon hatching from its egg. A golden dragon, obviously. So meticulously made, quite beautiful, So you don't know what it does yet, but you realize this is a work of the worm. This is something of magic importance and value. So what it does, that is a mystery, but it's something you could try to invoke if you get. Sharpe would probably know what it does if you get a hold of him. So, but it's a good omen to have.
Aye.
So, you continue on to the dwarven encampment, the perimeter with the sea hammer. So. As you approach, you see a fence studded with razor-sharp spikes forms a territorial boundary around the otherwise empty stretch of weed mat. From the center of the territory rises the exterior of a vast rusted ship, a blunt, hard-edged box of metal. The vessel looks like it should have been utterly unseaworthy. Ducks snake crazily along its flat prow and riveted sides. The sigil of the Dwarven King repeats as an embossed emblem between the riveted joints. A stylized emblem of his face gazes formidably out from the prow, as if willing the sea to obey the commands of the earth. Along its top runs an iron wall.
Why is IKEA stamped on it?
Yeah. It's a little hard for IKEA, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's umlauts. It's she hammer.
Good one.
And Armel, do you want to use your positive relationship with the Dwarf King?
Yes.
All right. You look there, you see the Watchman, and you recognize this dwarf. What is his name? Unvik Sigvald? Something like that?
Unvik sounds good.
All right.
Sorry, I was trying to think of IKEA names,
Yeah.
but you.
Well, we got to Skellig in Witcher 3, so there's a village named Unvik. So, anyways. Unvik recognizes you. He peers out. Am I hallucinating? Is that you, Annabelle?
Unvik!
Tell me, to prove you're not a hallucination, tell me something that you would know that a hallucination wouldn't know.
I know you can't hold your deep mine red.
You old so-and-so.
I never took you for a salty sea dog.
Well, no, I'm not. That's the problem. Also, I'm hallucinating a lot. That's a problem, too.
Here, scurvy.
We have a forge board full
Wait,
of
I'm
water.
here with... Oh, you, okay. Oh, he is real. Okay, I was
Yes.
sure he was a...
I can process water.
Oh.
Would a hallucination have such terrible pauldrons?
Well, that's... that's what hallucinations do. They're getting tricky on me there.
This is. I guess this is getting old.
Oh, you need it. That was the one that protected you from the Lich King's magic. So, yeah, remember?
One shot done.
Well, hold on. Let me get the captain. So, Umva goes and gets the captain. Let's see here. Do they have a name for him?
Captain.
Magni, yeah. So they don't. Yeah, some of these guys do have names. Some of them don't. Or some of these NPCs do. Like for some. Oh no, there is Meriden. So Meriden
Also, yes.
comes in and he sees the 4+ bear of you, and he's like,
That's what we write on our invitation. 4+ bear.
yeah, please RSVP. We have 1+, and then 4+ bear. So traditional. So the Meriden looks at you, and so he's on top of the ship. You're outside the fence, and he's like, "Well, what are you lost here too? Did you?"
We're not lost, per se. I suppose we're really more here on purpose.
Oh, why?
Worm business?
Ludwig vouches for you, but I suppose you can come in and talk to us. You're not working for the goblins or those whack rats, are you?
No.
Okay.
If anything, it seems like we're going to be working against them. Just on a hunch.
Okay. Come in then. So you were let in. There are the door closes. You see weather-beaten dwarves all around you. They are all, have been here a while. They're looking gaunt, sort of looking at you hard-eyed. They have not been doing well here. But you can hear the clanking of machinery as you get closer. You can hear the, people yelling and arguing with each other about, no, put the gasket there. No, reverse it. We've got to fix it this time. So they're going on and on about trying to fix their ship. So Meriden takes you off to a small room, which is his office, and the captain didn't last long here. I am third in command, well, now first in command, but we've been kind of focused lately. But if you can help us fight, get rid of the rack rats or the goblins, we'd be very appreciative. Wait, how many dynamos are in you?
I am uncertain, but they are somewhat required for my functioning. Did I say somewhat? I meant wholly.
So, if you can, yes, please, what are you here for?
We're actually, and we came to visit you because we're looking for the inventor Sharpe.
Inigo Sharpe. Yes, that bastard.
Inigo?
Inigo. So, Inigo, I don't know.
Inigo,
okay.
like Montoya.
Inigo
Montoya.
Well, yes, we had Sharpe on board a while.
No help then.
Well, he claimed. I think he was. He said he was trying to help, but he claimed that we didn't have enough parts. That we didn't have sufficient dynamos to power our engine. But I think he was, Goldberging. I think he was being lazy just because he doesn't have a body anymore.
Wait, what?
Oh, a body?
Can we rewind that?
What? Oh.
Where'd his body go?
Well, I don't know.
So how do you interact with him?
Oh, he was, his head was there. It's made of metal now, bronze. He was very insistent that we not dismantle that. And we realized, yes, he cannot talk to us if we dismantle him, what's left of him.
So he's a brazen head?
Yes, I guess. That why? What does that mean? Is it
What does that mean?
No, it's a...
Well, I mean, in the real world, speaking to a brazen head is, I think, part of why the Knights Templar got disbanded. But anyway,
it's a brass head. It's I guess it was he put a spirit in it or something. I don't know, inventors and wizards.
like you do.
There's a lot of that going around.
Oh, yes, clockwork reliquaries.
Yes. Are you a clockwork reliquary? Do you need your both arms?
Yes. It allows full momentum with this hammer.
Well, we can hammer things. That's not a problem. We need to power
Well, I understand you need that, but I need it.
So, do you have any suspicion that either the goblins or the reef
Oh yes,
rats
we were raided.
might,
The ruck rats. They figured out how to. They found some hallucinogenic mushrooms and they fashioned them into bombs. And they figured. I don't know how they got the catapult, but they launched them over our walls. It was actually more of a slingshot that they made from rope and whatnot, and they got the hallucinogenic mushrooms over the walls. We were all, that's when we lost the second in command. He was first, but now I'm first.
Hard to keep track.
Yeah, so the hallucinogenic mushrooms kind of made us and they came in there and they attacked us, but we fought them off. But they managed to get Sharpe back. I think they wanted him just to keep us from having him, because we're feuding with them, and we're feuding with the goblins.
So the wreck rats have the brazen head.
Yes, I think.
last you know.
Last I know, yes. But if you can get us some dynamos, that would be great. or him, I'm sure we could figure him into. We could rework him into the engine.
You must construct additional dynamos.
Yes. Because we really like to get out.
I sympathize, but I believe hopefully there may be another solution if we can retrieve the head of the inventor.
Well, he won't help us anymore. Well, he can't. I mean, he said he couldn't do anything because he didn't have enough dynamos. Get it to us and just give us back, and then yes, just give us Sharpe back. Yes, that would be nice.
Or you could just come with us. We have.
Oh no, Are you sure she's not? He reaches over.
Definitely not a hallucination.
The pride of the Dwarven Navy. They're not abandoning her.
Oh yes, that's hallucination talk. Did you eat any mushrooms on here? Did they catapult mushrooms?
No.
No, not any mushrooms from here.
No.
No.
Okay, so that's how they get you. Hallucinogenic mushrooms.
I'll watch out for mushrooms.
Yes. And the wreck rats. Yes, you can't trust a man who has a starfish on his head.
Agreed.
Can you tell them a little bit more about those mutations?
They're terrible. They're mutating. I mean, we all get the dreams, and we all want to climb down the vines underneath here and join with the darkness that dwells below and make sacrifices to it. But I mean, that's normal. Sometimes, yeah.
Indeed.
Wait, what now?
So you can give me that Lich lore thing.
Yeah, hidden memories of the dark rites.
Yeah.
All right, without the D8. That's only me a 10.
Well, this is obviously a place of dark magic. There's some sort of malign influence that is corrupting everything in it that lingers too long, and will probably corrupt all of you if you stay here too long. So
we should be quick about it.
Yeah, that would be nice. So you also realize they're at the edge of the mat, and they probably could have made a smaller vessel by now. And actually, you and you can both give me background rolls. Anything related to dwarvenness.
Modified by...
Intelligence. Or wisdom.
That's an 18 either way.
That's a 14.
You're also in the background sort of hearing these arguments over, and sort of just kind of being very alert about your situation and the environment because you don't feel totally safe here, weirdly enough. And you realize there's a lot that they're kind of, the people who are trying to repair these things, some of them they're very absent-minded, and they're like, put this gear here, and then they'll go back, and then who put this gear here, and then they remove it. And you look over and you can see signs of violence previous, or temper tantrums or something. Things have been broken and repaired multiple times.
Are there factions within the repair community trying to do
no,
different things?
it's not that so much as you realize the corruption is affecting their ability to make repairs.
Weird.
And maybe they say they want to leave, but maybe there's a part of them that doesn't want to leave. That part of the reason why any number of these people, they could have made something to escape the Stranglesea if they truly were focused. It wouldn't take them much work to make a smaller vessel out of parts of this and just float away. But why haven't they? So
The corruption is keeping them.
yeah. So yeah, there's these people maybe too far gone to be saved. Anyways, so that's something to think about. So those are what you two piece together as you're doing that. So you talk to him for a little longer. Yeah, with 10, you don't get much information about the wreck, or you can't figure out from his talk about like what he means, what kind of abilities these wreck rats have, or anything like that. Other than they're mutated and bad. And they clearly are undeserving. They're a threat to the Dwarven Kingdom, and they should be destroyed. Blah blah blah. There's a lot of conflation. So, yeah.
So they might be unique, and it's like unique and maybe powered or with enhanced strength, other than just.
I mean, they did apparently bombard them with hallucinogenic mushrooms.
Well, remember, Mallory did see a fungus patch.
So
They
that
could have
might
harvested them from the patch and then develop some makeshift siege weapon to get it over the walls.
I have a sling. Could go get our own mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have just used slings. They didn't,
But I mean, we could do the same to them.
Yeah, if you wanted to go harvest some hallucinogenic mushrooms.
Yeah.
Also, if they were able to follow through on that plan, wouldn't that tend to suggest that they were somewhat...
Well, you got an 18, right?
Yeah.
You do realize they are very intelligent focused when it comes to like destroying their rivals. So they're malign, whatever presence or whatever force it does want to encourage more violence and destruction and chaos.
So as long as they have that singular focus, they're dangerous.
Yeah. Well, they're very clever when it comes to fighting each other, not so clever when it comes to actually escaping.
Yeah.
So, so you can try and disengage politely, and like, oh yeah, we'll do those things. We'll totally do those things. Bye. Or you could try digging for more information, or start a needless fight, or leave the doomed dwarves to themselves.
They are your people, so I'm not sure if you want to leave them behind.
That's.
I feel like we could offer to help
breaking
them.
the curse. You would have to. You don't know how you would be able to break the curse, but you can't just you can't just find the dynamo and drop it off and hope for the best.
Yeah.
But I mean, they want the brazen head, and they definitely want the rat people to be demolished. And so we could tell them we're going to go do those things. Would you like to aid us in any way?
That would be a skill check of some sort. So with charisma.
Anybody?
You are the con artist over there.
With enemy charisma, though. So
I'll say
I can
Unvuk
roll
will
it
help
at a
you.
Plus.
For free, Unvuk will help you, and he has a crossbow, so...
Okay, well, but I can roll at a +4 if I use Con Woman. So
Okay, there you go. Yeah, you're conning them,
Yeah. Okay, so that's a 24.
24, okay.
No, 23.
They'll agree to do a simple plan, something not too complex, like...
Run in there and
A
fight
distraction.
them.
Yeah, you could do that.
We could let them run in first, and then we can come behind and help.
Or you could, in the chaos, just grab it and get out.
That too.
Yeah.
I mean, assuming that it's easy to find the brazen head.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the plan?
Now, there's also the matter of the goblins that are on the same ship, right?
No, the ship
Opposite
broke
ends?
apart into two parts.
Okay.
So the goblins are just kind of separated. So
Well, the goblin, they're one ship, the one half the goblin control, and they've drifted apart geographically.
Okay.
Here, actually, I will show you the map because you got aerial surveillance bird footage.
Albatross.
So, do a coffee break?
Maybe.
We need that. I mean, it's fine to me.
Yeah, I think there's some fade all around.
Okay. Well, we'll look at the map during the break. So,
Okay. Yeah, because it sounds like it's about to be a big ass fight.
well, that's up to you guys. I mean, you could do it without it, but anyways, we'll be back. And we're back, and we have Starbucks up, so lattes and
Friday night gaming. What you gonna do?
Well, late night, so yeah.
Yeah.
As we left, you guys had parlayed with the dwarves, learned more, gained some insight into the nature of the Stranglesea, what it does to the poor saps who are stuck on it. And you find out that the wreck rats have, at least you believe, your current lead is that they have it, Sharpe's head, as you have learned from the dwarves. He is a mechanical head right now. And
So it occurs to me that maybe we should at least attempt to check in with the other groups before we just go, rampaging in there. Because, I mean, I'm all for the version where we can set up kind of a Red Harvest kind of setup and
have them
does
all
that
fight
mean?
each other.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
just walk away like,
Jimbo.
oh, hey, this.
yeah, Yojimbo it.
Actually, head gets.
$3
They all fight each other. Head gets
$12,
knocked
yeah.
off. Our new shark friend swallows it to protect and swims out.
Well, yeah, if you can find it, he could do that. One thing,
I mean, I could believe that the raft rats or whatever are too far gone, but like, what kind of goblins are we dealing with in this world? Is this like Pathfinder Weeby goblins, bullshit goblins, or
no, they. I mean, they're normally under the control of the Orc Lord, but they are they're not that out there wacky
Okay.
as other things. They are diminutive and they're considered kind of a lesser species, but that's just because they live in the with the orcs, and orcs big and strong equals I'm in charge here, so not as enlightened as civilization. I mean, obviously there are exceptions. There are, so they have the full range of personalities and everything else like that. So, so you're going to go to the goblin camp.
I mean, I feel like it's worth a try.
Okay.
All right.
If you want to.
All right, so you head on over. Everyone, give me a wisdom save. Make a wisdom check.
Okay.
Ooh.
Like, I figure it wouldn't be there unless there was a reason.
Aye. That's a 7 for me.
15.
Okay.
18.
8.
8. Oh, so poor Mallory and
Wait, who's
Marco.
less than me? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he
I'm
says
going
and.
down with you.
Checking.
What about me?
As you're walking across the Stranglesea, you realize part of you wants to stay here among the steaming, stinking piles of dead seaweeds and crabs and
I
monsters.
like it here, guys. Feels like home.
These are,
More shiny things out there.
True.
Hold still.
yeah. There are these intrusive thoughts, that seem alien and unusual, and you recognize that. But there is part of you that wants to stay here, and you haven't even been here a full day yet, so that is something to consider. But do you bring this up to the other party members, or are you just gonna keep that, to yourselves?
This wouldn't be bad for a summer home.
Oh, and
I'll
a
bring it
winter
up.
home, and a spring, and a fall, and just Anyways, you don't have to. Yeah, you can
I'll
say
bring it up in passing.
okay.
Like, not like it's a big thing, but just as I'm feeling drawn to this place. It's really rather nice.
Wait, what?
Aye.
The masses of fungal people seem to disagree.
Well, I don't know. They seem rather friendly. Those dwarves are very receptive.
But they tried to ingest us.
I didn't feel ingested. I felt welcomed. I feel
Well,
very
the
welcomed by
monsters
this
you
place.
fought before you got to the dwarves.
Oh, I know.
think. Yeah.
I didn't feel ingested. I felt welcomed. I feel very welcomed by this place.
All right. So that's just something to think about as you head on over. So you near the goblin camp. You can smell the fish bones before you see them. They litter a thick stretch of seaweed mat. So in the distance, you can also see rotting, sea-scourged benches sit along the shore of the Stranglesea, formed by the mat's western edge, along with a couple likewise battered tables. The campfires glow from points throughout the mat. There are shivering goblins huddling around them. It's hard to tell from a distance, but the fires appear to be built on steel sheets, shielding them from the damp. The goblins chatter in low, sulky voices. They haven't spotted you yet, but not far below their postures of bored relaxation, you can tell they're alert for signs of danger. They occasionally, prairie dog, stand up, look around, and get back down. They seem most likely prepared for trouble from the south, which I don't remember what faction was there, but I think that's...
The rat.
Yeah, I think the rats are closer.
Yeah.
So
To the southeast.
Yeah.
and
That would make sense with the
towards
split of the ships, no?
Southwest, yeah.
So they are looking in your general direction. So if you get much closer, someone can, wave a white flag and say, we're here, in peace for parley.
Hello, the goblin camp.
Yeah, or you could sneak there, or you could, yeah. So who is going to make the parley attempt?
If that's a charisma roll, it shouldn't be me.
Well, con woman would be definitely a good background to use for that kind of thing.
Or I could go. It's only a +2, but I can go with affable personality.
Is that one of your backgrounds?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
definitely.
It's only a +2, but
Yeah.
we'll see how this
Affable
goes.
at them.
All right, just well done. Hello. We don't mean you any harm. Can we talk, please?
Okay.
Nat 20. Grit.
They look at you. They look. Okay.
Thank
Very
you.
affable.
You hate the Lich King. We hate the Lich King too.
Yes.
He frequently experiments on us, or on our people. It's so the legends speak.
That's how this life began for me.
Yes, we some of us think that this is a curse of the Lich King.
I can't say whether or not it is, but it's like we don't mean you any harm. But can we talk to you?
Yes, we're here. Who are you? What are you? Are you also stranded? You're not allied with the dwarves or those wretched humans, sailors.
We're
Starfish
a
work?
free company, so.
Oh, you're for hire.
Yes,
Potentially.
Yes.
for the right price.
For the right price, although we are.
Do you want a piece of steel to light a fire on?
Well, I think we're.
Oh,
so.
they light a fire. You light your fires on him? You just lay down, and you can't start a fire on the seaweed itself.
Oh,
The water
wine?
and all.
Water.
Yeah. Oh, you make water. Oh, yes, very useful. So, what are your terms?
Oh, no.
We'd like to engage your free company to destroy those dastardly dwarves or the humans, the mutants, them.
Well, I was like the human situation is something that we're looking into. So, what can?
If they're offering to pay us for it, don't tell them we're already going to do it.
Okay,
We'll
so
take the job.
What
What are your terms
yeah.
for the humans?
Well, wait. First, another goblin goes over to the one you've been talking to and say, "Like, wait, we must augur. We must find if the goddess will. Is this a good omen or is this a bad omen? We must know. So we must ask the Fish Witcher.
Is that the name in here?
Yes, Goblin Fish Witcher. You go over to the edge and they motion you over there. You see a goblin dressed in shamanic rags, kind of arms are lifted, and there's just fish flying out of the water and into baskets.
Fishy. I
Let's
can't be the only not thinking that. So.
Can I roll
yes.
con woman?
The
Okay.
Fish Witcher 3, the wild salmon hunt.
Heyo. So, yeah, you can give me a kind of moment hunt
Okay.
to understand what's going on. I'll use wisdom.
Nothing happens. Just kidding. I'm totally confused by the flying fish.
Okay. So the Fish Witcher explains. We believe we are put here by our goddess, the goddess of the sea, who is testing us. We have been here for 3 generations now, and we are because the goblins were too weak. The ones that landed here are our our forefathers. That once we are strong enough and if we can totally control all of the Stranglesea, then we will be allowed to leave to the fabled lands that do not move when you walk on them.
Fabled.
Yes. So, but anytime we engage on a plan, we must consult with the goddess and find out. So, if it is a good omen, they will send a large fish to show her being pleased with it. If it is a small, wretched fish or an inedible fish, then it's a bad omen. If it's a poisonous fish,
What if it's a shark?
such a shark. Why?
A large shark.
What?
What kind of omen would that be?
That would be an amazing omen, but such a thing has never happened. My powers are not that great.
One. Okay. Well, that's a good one moment.
You were blessed by the goddess too?
So, well, no, I just need to wash my face. Just stick my head below
Just
there.
watch my face. Oh, wow.
Smooth.
I didn't
You got
say
a natural 20 on your average.
Yeah.
They're
You
very-
can say whatever the fuck you want.
all right, so you yell out.
I'll just gotta go like, just stick my head in the water. Hey!
Yeah.
Can you jump over there?
Like, I need you to do a free willy. So, I don't know what that means, but I've been told it has something to do with sea life.
Good omen.
The goddess's name is Glarkar.
Glarkar. That's
Yeah.
good.
They believe they have to seize the entire weed mat. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if we are punished anytime we are too weak or we're outnumbered, but by if there's more and more of us, we eventually in another generation will be strong enough to seize this entire Stranglesea, and then we will escape and go to the land that does not move when you walk on it.
The fabled land.
Yes, it is quite fabled. Some say it is closer. Some say it still exists. I believe it has been broken away, like Well, anyways, let's summon the fish. See what the augurs say.
Okay.
So the fish wisher chants. And there's a mist, and you begin to see some fish coming to the surface because it still works independent there. But then Balfour's like, "Oh well, I might as well."
I'm a shark.
I'm sorry. Yeah, there is a free Willy moment.
I'm a shark.
Wait, did that
Worship
shark just
me.
wink at us?
Huh?
I said, wait, did that shark just wink at us?
I didn't know sharks could blink. Yeah.
I think it's more the rolling up. It's same effect. It works. So thanks.
So yeah, it flies right over your head. You reach up. It's quite iconic.
Hyphen it.
Yeah, hyphen it. So the goblins, the fish wisher starts praising Glarkars. You are truly our chosen one. You are truly our. So
That's right. That's us.
Yeah.
The chosen ones. For hire.
yeah. So
Somebody's been watching Luke Cage early.
we will. What do you want from us? Obviously, you are here to lead us to the land that does not does not move when you walk on it, which is fabled.
We can tell, like, well, the infected humans have stolen a great artifact, a metalhead that speaks secrets.
Oh yes, we've heard of this metalhead.
So,
Yes,
well,
the
it's like-
dwarves had it. We were going to use it and light fires on it.
Well, that is one purpose,
That is
but
what metals
but
use,
it has
second weapon.
but we have a grander purpose set for it.
Of course, because you are chosen of Glarkar.
So that is our price.
Yeah.
Help us get the brazen head. And
Oh, of course.
that is all we require.
Yeah.
And money.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no.
They're shiny.
Let's see here.
You said fish
I'm a
bones?
con
Yes,
woman. What do you
that-
expect?
Huh?
That stone.
Yes.
I wanted that stone.
This stone?
That stone.
This
Yes.
particular stone?
That's it's shiny.
It is
the one
shiny.
You hold in your hand.
Oh.
That stone.
But I mean, I use it for breaking open skulls.
The chosen one.
I,
That's us.
you know.
It is ordained.
Yeah.
It is ordained.
Okay.
You shall give me that stone.
So yeah, you get a shiny stone.
We're terrible.
You get 7 gold pieces.
No,
in the
or
per-
possibly, and we're adventurers.
Just turn them up and shake them.
What do you got?
So yeah, you each get 7 gold pieces, and you get the shiny rock. So I don't know what the shiny rock is. What's so special?
Obviously, it's a rock
Yeah,
that's shiny.
it is.
Horrible people.
No, actually, they reach in there and they bring you an additional 40 gold pieces per character of jewelry and that they found in the corpses of various
We're
people.
fancy.
Yep.
You already know.
So they're eager for you to lead the way into battle.
You'd put it around Bjorn's neck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be exactly what I do.
Goblin-powered bear.
Yeah.
Wait, don't we need to tell the goblins to not fight the dwarves? Or do we just let them fight? As long as they get the head, that's all.
I mean,
Okay.
that would be gaming the game on one hand, but on the
No.
other hand,
No.
there's the loyalty
Well,
factor there.
you can give me a con woman check to intelligence.
Yes.
Okay.
Do that.
19.
Well, you saw the state of the dwarves. They're paranoid and prone to hallucinations. They would probably, if they saw you with the goblins, they would assume you're the enemy. Getting them to work together is going to be nearly impossible.
Right.
So,
So we need to send them in ahead of us and let that happen, and then we'll sneak in afterwards and do what we need to do. Yes? Because if we rush in at the same time, we'll just get caught in the chaos of...
well, the dwarves aren't coming to help you. Well, Unvig will,
I thought we got the.
Yeah, we got them.
Oh, okay.
They rolled really well.
all right, yeah, that's right. The dwarves will send some assistance. They're not fully committing to it, so.
That's fine.
So we have battle of the 3 armies, and then somebody summons the elephant seals.
Well, they're just basking. Like, is someone going to like?
Seals are coming.
Just go poke them.
You
into
I don't
the-
know. Can we have salvaged a conch somewhere along the way?
I am an animal trainer.
Oh yeah, give me animal.
Yeah, you roll. You're better
Oh
than
yeah,
me.
give me animal trainer. You can use what attributes you want to use.
Wisdom. I
Wisdom
think
would be
best.
best.
The sheep holder come up. No, that's only getting the pelicans. Pelicans.
That'd be a 17.
Well, you know the elephant seals. You could actually order the goblins to make you some elephant seal treats out of fish bones and things. and then use those as bait. But then to lure them into once they are near the battle, someone's going to attack them, and then they'll go berserk. So you just have to lure them in there. So that would be like a.
So, here's
All
what
right,
I'm
let's.
thinking.
Yeah.
What are we doing exactly?
We're going to stampede the elephant seals to the front gate of the rat camp.
Okay.
We get the dwarves, since they're not that committed, to give us artillery, whatever they've got. Maybe a cannon off the ship, maybe a catapult. Surely they've got something. They've got an entire fort.
And then let's fling goblins over at them.
No.
I know,
We
I'm
don't even need to
sorry,
fling
making
the
the joke.
goblins at them, but.
I think it's a good idea.
But yeah, no. Once the seals break through into the midst of the camp, just goblin berserk rush. I mean, they're clearly fanatics. Like we can just throw them at it,
Right.
and then in all the chaos,
Light a match.
That makes sense. You
Yeah,
send your
just-
overlords in, get them out, and then refresh
it's
it.
pretty easy to just slip around the edge of the camp and
Get
metalhead.
in, find
Okay.
Brazen Head, exit.
I can be a small and swift thing.
Yes.
Go grab it and go.
Must be a strong, swift, and small thing though. It is made out of bronze, so it's not going to be that light.
I'll be like a lynx or something.
Okay.
Well, first off, you have to lure the elephant seals. You have the
Yes.
bait with your wisdom check.
Right.
Someone will have to make some kind of skill check and put themselves at risk in order to bait them and
I got this.
toss them. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
So, little perk for my character.
yeah.
I can ride the bear.
Yeah. No, you can ride the bear.
The bear is about as tough as I am. I can ride the bear up and
Oh, yeah.
stampede
Bear snack wagon.
So give me another animal trainer check
Okay.
to see how well you can keep your
What was the
bear
name of my Scott
disciplined.
man in high school?
Because again, he's walking on the weed mats is weird for a bear.
Yes, this is true.
So you can use.
She's a good girl, though. Come on. That's a 21.
Yeah. All right.
Really good girl.
All right. So
We're good.
the elephant seals will. Let's see here. Marku and Bjorn are leading a stampede of elephant seals toward the wreck rank cap. Yeah.
Can I also add one more possible to this? So, can Belder have his shark friends circling the area to take care of anybody who jumps off board?
Yeah, let's see if Belfor can communicate with sharks, because he never figured that
Okay,
out.
do I need to roll that?
Yes, you roll dark lore. See
Dark
if
lore?
You,
If I can get on the table. It's been a while since
you
I've
should
done
need
that. That's going to be 16.
16? All right. There will be sharks. Now this is
drink your
on
milkshake.
There will be sharks. They will be circling underneath the mat. So if anyone falls through, aside from you
Including-
specifically, they will be attacked by.
That could be problematic for us.
Don't fall through.
Yeah, don't roll one on
That
an attack
that
roll.
would be
so.
ill-advised.
But they will certainly, no one's. They will be bad and certainly intensify the results. So, and another tactic you could do is open up. See if you can hack open parts of the mat to, throw people
Create
into.
traps.
Yeah, create traps. So,
I can do that with my claws.
if you want to, yeah.
Warhammer, I can try to crack parts of the hull.
But let's see here. So you're not very subtle with this plan. It's not something they
We're
will
going
hear
in
you.
loud.
I mean, it is what it isn't. Like,
They have
the loudness is all focused away from us.
It's true.
This is
well,
an
it
A-team.
is
Certainly a
diversion
distraction.
This is our A-team plan.
You see a
This is Carthaginian Tactics 101.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
well, they have guard. They will be prepared. They're not going to be like, "What? There's elephant? Yeah, and goblins attacking," because the goblins are yelling war cries and whatnot.
But will they expect all three at once?
Well, I mean, they'll be prepared for the battle. I mean, they're defending their camp. So, I mean, the wreck camp is a stretch of weed mat strewn with tables, benches, and chairs. 4 barrels line the outermost weed mat, not far from a doused campfire. And you see wretched members of various common races standing alert, weapons ready, to stand against the incursion. The worn remains of soldiers' garb hang off their emaciated frames. Something seems wrong with them. Their postures contorted, their features marred. They mutter and growl, some in fear, others with sadistic anticipation. Behind them, you can see the ship itself. Let's see here. It is racks already from there. You can see that they've set up as a base. They have hammocks and dried weed curtains. It's a cramped, terrible-looking barracks. And they actually have a picture of it, which I will try to show you guys. So this is what it's like inside there. You can see. But they're all, mutated and stuff like that. So the goblins, the elephant seals charge. They barrel into the barrels. And the wreck rats start harpooning them. The starfish... One of the starfish guys actually starts mind controlling one of them, turning them against each other. So the elephant seals.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah. And then the goblins slam into them as well. And then the dwarves, Unvik and some of the other see this happening and they see an opportunity, so they call to get reinforcements. So
It's working out better than expected.
Just hang back.
So, and Sharpe is obviously not outside the ship, he must be inside. So you don't have to fight, you can just, if you can do a skill challenge essentially to break through the ranks or sneak around through this chaos. For example, you could even go under the mats. You could actually, sort of underwater climb through them because the sharks won't attack you. For example.
Oh, you're right. So that's
something. But you want to hold on because if you fall, it's going to be really hard to get back up.
I got good strength and con, so we'll.
Yeah. So how are each of you going to break through? You obviously can ride. You're just
Yes. Well, I mean, I honestly scout with decks. So
you're just riding through the camp, right? Getting into them.
Yeah. I mean,
all right. So we'll just do
it's
because I assume you don't want to linger here. You want to get inside the ship.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me a scout roll.
All right. That'll be a 22.
Yeah. You easily evade. They're so focused on the elephant seals that then the goblins.
Guns are dwarven steel, eh? Or you're ending up in a belly somewhere.
So yeah, they're too busy because you're at the vanguard. They're too busy knocking over tables and chairs to try and fortify their position to even deal with you. So you manage to get into the castle fine. Mallory, how are you going to break in? Well, you're transformed, right, as a lynx. All right, so give me a
Roll a d6
for your background bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sneaky cat.
Yep.
That'd be a 1.
All right.
Which is a 2
Which is a 2. That's true.
plus your what?
I don't know, you didn't say. What do you want me to roll?
Dex plus your bonus.
Okay.
Obviously sneaking.
That'd be 21.
21? Yeah.
22.
Yeah. Easily.
Cat.
No one's noticed, you're smaller than the dwarf on the bear.
Slinky
so
links.
you are even more invisible to the wreck rats. So you easily sneak by them, running at full speed, essentially. Let's see here. RML.
Former Axis Night Watch.
Yeah.
This is not the first riot I've had to move through. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that modified by con.
Yeah.
Because I'm just I have plate mail and a sword. I am coming through. Thank you.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You were just battering your way through.
Yeah. So, 13.
13, you do get battered around some. You take 4 damage.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah.
And Iron Willed Warrior, this is a battle and doing anything I need to get...
So you're going to just batter your way through as well?
no, this is the climbing down,
All right.
basically just crunching into the...
Belfour winks at you, and and the other sharks ignore you.
Still find that slightly, I never... Oh well, so...
Yeah. Sharks you don't think had eyelids, but this one does, so...
The Dark Lord is weird.
Yeah.
Well, the Lich King is weird.
Yep.
So... 8.
8. You can take damage as a elephant seal falls on you, or you could basically lose your grip and start falling and have to make another skill check to get out.
I'll take damage. So,
Okay.
how much was that?
Let me roll. I get to use a D8.
It's okay. It's okay. I can heal myself. I'm okay.
Yeah. You set this minute. You take 8 damage.
Okay.
As you are actually, it's not a elephant seal because they would be able to swim out of the way, but a wreck rat strangling a goblin. Well, they're strangling each other, just falling.
Unfortunately, I get up on the wrong side.
They fall on you with their pointy bits hitting you in the head.
Oh,
so. Well, now your other pauldron looks pretty dented too, so it's even
At least they match.
Yeah. Not quite, but, now they're both ugly, just in different ways.
What do you have against pauldrons? I'm just kind of curious.
I'm a disenchanted 40k fan.
Okay. Okay, no more needed said.
So you all get inside the wreck rat ship about the same time. Hammocks and dried weed curtains convert the hull into small components, offering a modicum of privacy for the various ones. There's a large wooden wash tub in the middle of the room. Holds a pile of dry clothing, implying it isn't used as often as desperate close quarters living might call for. Along the top of a hollowed out space, cords. There are also hand cords made from dried seaweed. Presumably, these are used to clotheslines if they bother to do that. There's also a still setup where they're making some sort of seaweed mash. There's a couple of wreck rats just desperately guarding it. They won't be fighting you unless you mess with the mash. Unless you mess with the booze.
They can keep it.
So. There's also some wreck rats that are lying in their hammocks, too sick to do anything. They're also showing signs of transformation into sea creatures, hands fusing into fins, gills spouting on necks, or scales spouting from skin. And there is a group of people waiting for you, weirdly enough.
Bill Nye, what are you doing here?
There is a starfish face. There's also a couple of guys with swords, and one with a hook hand. Let's see here. Soldier 2. Hook.
Ready, kids?
Yeah. All right. So let me roll their initiative.
Oh, isn't a pineapple.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Had to be done, sorry.
It did, but...
Actually, it didn't. That's the thing, Aaron. It didn't.
I started it.
I only finished it.
And let's see here. They're rolling well on initiative.
Absorbent, on Paris.
So go ahead and give me initiative checks. You're not surprised. You're not surprising them. They're not surprised. They kind of.
Oh, what? We can't parlay in this one.
24 for me.
Oh, damn.
I think you'll go first.
4.
Okay. Let's see here.
9.
All right. Mallory.
6.
6. Well, guess what? 24 goes first.
Weird.
So there's 4 opponents. There are 2 guys with cutlasses, swashbucklers, starfish face, and a hook hand.
I'm thinking Starfish Face needs it, so...
Okay.
Double shot. That's interesting. Why? Okay.
Starfish face? Okay.
Yep, so that would be a 18.
18 AC? Yep. That hits him.
And that'll be 8 damage. No second shot.
All right. 8 damage. All right. That is your 24.
The bear.
Yeah, the bear goes at the same time.
So bear.
He is Starfish. You were shooting him. He's in the back, obviously. The 2
Right.
swashbucklers are protecting him.
Okay.
So
where's Hook Hands in relation?
Hook hand sort of by himself. So.
Okay. Bear mauls Hook Hands.
All right.
Okay.
That'll be a 14.
Nope. Can't win them all.
As it turns out.
The hook hand is going to actually retaliate, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
So he is going to
What is
get
it?
a 17 on Bjorn.
That'll do.
All right, 5 damage, and you have a -4 on checks to disengage. He has hooked you, or Bjorn, so Bjorn cannot retreat from this particular fight easily.
Okay.
So then the one of the swashbucklers goes, and he's going to charge in and attack the guy with a greatsword. Weirdly enough,
Weird.
let's see here, and that is a 19.
Yep, that'll do it.
All right. Let's see here. That will be 5 damage.
Okay.
Let's see here. That was 20. Let me get your... Then the starfish guy has an 18, so he's going to go next. He will target one random enemy. All right. So I will just 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I'll use a d6 because Bjorn will be 5, and 6s I will re-roll.
Okay.
I will get another d6 out to keep escalation die, so I don't re-roll your escalation.
That would be nice.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah. So 5, Bjorn.
Oh.
All right. 18 on mental defense, MD.
Yeah, that'll hit.
He's confused until the end of next turn. So.
Why am I on the ocean?
Yeah, that's. Oh, he's starting to flash back to the being seasick. So, what does confused do? I think there's a table too.
Oh yeah, I can cover that.
Okay. Oh, here it is. Cannot make opportunity. You use any of its powers on its turn. Instead, it makes a basic or at will against a nearby ally. So it will attack someone near him. So probably
me.
yeah. Yep.
Or maybe the robot.
until the end of its next turn. So it's only one round.
Okay.
So that was Starfish on an 18. And then the next one is 9. Arabelle.
Yay! Okay. So Hook Hand is busy. One swashbuckler is with me. One swashbuckler hasn't done anything yet. And also Starfish Man.
has an arrow in his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, Starfish guy's the only one who's taking damage.
Okay. Boo-doo-doo-doo. So
But he's
will...
protected by the 2 swashbucklers.
Right. Let's see here.
And I would say he's backed into a corner, so you cannot melee him unless you get rid of one of the swashbucklers at this point.
Fine.
Close quarters fighting. You're not.
Yeah, no, I get it.
No. Unless you change the terrain somehow, or
Right.
or physically move one of the swashbucklers.
Right. Yeah, at any rate, I guess we'll just keep this simple then. If one of them came up to me, then another one must be closer to him. Mm-hmm. So that's the one I'm going to go to.
Okay. Then I
Yeah.
believe that's the one who hasn't attacked yet. So.
Right.
Okay, swashbuckler 1.
Yes.
Okay.
And I will hit him with metal.
Insert sword into face.
Pretty much.
At least in theory.
That's a 22, sorry.
22 toes hits.
Okay. I will go ahead and put the power attack on that.
How often can you do that? Is that ever?
Once per battle.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, just in case it comes up, Deadly Assault, when you roll a natural even hit, you may re-roll any ones with your damage roll.
Okay.
But I don't have any ones, so... yeah. 7, 13.
13 damage. Ow. A mighty
Nice.
blow.
Yes.
You nearly dissect him. But not quite, because he's still alive.
Bisect him? Because, I mean, I would be really talented if...
It would, but so that was an initiative 9. 6,
That'll be me.
And the other swashbuckler, the one that he just hit. You're going at the same
Yeah.
time.
Okay, so
Finish him
I'm going
off.
to attack that one.
Okay.
And
What are you attacking him with? Bear stuff?
Link stuff?
Link stuff. Okay.
Claws
Okay.
and teeth.
Klaus.
Klaus and teeth.
Klaus.
Claws and teeth. That misses?
Was it
I'm gonna
a 1?
repeat
It wasn't
the
a
attack.
1.
It was a 2, but
Because there's still effects if you
I know it was not critical with, so I'm going to redo that and do not much better. At a 10.
10 does not hit anything. Yeah. Alright, so he is going to...
You seeing the dog from Something About Mary replaced.
Oh, look,
Where
it's 1.
was the dogs?
Aramel takes 10 damage.
Okay, ow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Natural 20.
What?
Oh, yeah, and you suffer an effect. You are knocked back from the force of the blow,
Okay.
and the ground crumbles beneath you. You are stuck in it. You'll have to spend your move action just standing up, and you won't be in melee range with anyone next round unless you...
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
So... Or actually, no. I will say you can still stand back up. You take a -2 to your attack.
Okay.
Alright, so that's 6. The only thing left up is a 4.
Neat. What's all your hit points at?
I got full.
Full.
I'm full.
19 taken, so I am at 17 out of 36.
17 out of 36. So
He's had a bad round.
okay,
Trying
so
to
it's I'm at 12. So
Might
oh,
just
sorry. Wait a
like
minute.
stay
I'm
down
at
and take
12.
a rest
What,
for a second.
You did take, like...
I took A, but I was subtracting it off of 20, so I should have a little bit more. So I was 22 instead of.
Okay.
So that was my mistake.
Yeah, you had time to use recoveries, but
Well, it wasn't even recovery. I just calculated that wrong
Okay.
from that. So, all right, so I'm not as bad off as I thought. I will ask the group guys, would you rather me do my healing domain? Because I can get an extra heal just in case we need it.
Nah, you should kill him.
Okay, so...
yeah, somebody's probably going to get a crit
All right, yeah.
on your side. I mean,
Well, I also do have another one. War. Once per turn, when you make a melee attack against an enemy, hit or miss, your allies get +1 to attack that enemy until the start of my next turn. And Invocation increases escalation dice by 1 immediately.
Yeah,
That's pretty sweet.
I'm good with that.
So
that would
critical
put
hit
it to 1 for the rest of your turn, and it would flip over to 2
Yeah.
Yeah.
basically as soon as you're done.
so
Yeah.
you're doing that.
So do you want to...
That seems legit.
Yeah, war.
really good.
So, all right.
What is it good for? Apparently a lot of things.
Yeah.
And yet it never changes.
Yeah.
Booch.
Anyway, so...
All right. Who are you attacking?
Who am I nearest? So...
The hook hands and the 2 swashbucklers are melee range. The starfish guy is protected by the 2 swashbucklers.
Okay.
So once we get one of them down, we can...
One of you can melee him.
Yeah.
Well, I can melee them, so... all right.
Bjorn is going to attack somebody next round. One of you.
Yeah, I'm... don't want to do that in this case.
Because he's confused.
All right, so I will get near one of the swashbucklers since he's protecting hook hand.
Okay.
And...
Starfish, but yeah.
Oh, starfish? Okay, I'm sorry, starfish. Yeah, if he has the most damage and make a swing.
Okay. Yeah, the one that
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aramel hit.
Yep. Make a swing. Son of a... that's only going to be 11.
That does not hit.
So,
I assume that's AC.
yes.
Yeah. Does not hit. So that's a 4, so that's the end of round 1. So we're up to 2 on the escalation dice. So Marku.
More arrows, more arrows.
To Starfish
More
guy?
arrows,
Yep.
yes.
All the arrows.
All right. Good news and bad news with that one.
Is that a 1? That would
It's
be
not
good
a,
news.
it's not a 1. So that'll be an 11. Not gonna hit.
AC?
Yeah.
No.
All right, but I get a second shot.
Sure.
Oh, that's going home. That's 29.
Yeah. Yes. Any 20 AC will hit any of these guys. I'll just spoiler that.
Oh, and that should be an 11 damage
Right.
to Starfish.
Still
Nice.
up, but he is hurting.
Yeah.
So Bjorn is going to. We will randomly do this again.
Oh no, that's a 12. Sorry, that's a 12. Because the
12?
miss did a damage too.
Oh yes. Okay. He's still up.
All right, so Bjorn is swinging at somebody.
One of you 3, since you're all in melee range.
Do I need
Yeah.
to roll a d6 for 3?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll let you roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
All right. What's Bjorn's attack bonus?
So it's attacking AC.
Yeah.
Yeah, and does she get the bonus from the invocation too?
Yeah.
Roll like shit. I'm not the only time I'll ever ask you to do this.
That'll be 19.
That equals. So
Attackers win ties.
Attacker with ties.
But I got a +2 anyway for the escalation die. Anyways.
how bad did you give me?
It's an 8.
So what damage is is it just 8 alone, or is
No,
it?
no, she just does pure D8, 1d8. So yeah, but it's an 8.
14.
All right.
You're fine.
Bjorn swings around and smacks you in the face so hard.
That's a surprise.
Your ears are ringing. You didn't think you had ears, but the mechanical equivalent of ears
Yeah.
you have are ringing. You really need to get that
Auditory
tightened.
sensors overloaded.
All right, so Starfish Face is not having a good time. So he is still going to use domination, though, because that's his only thing that he can do. Really, well, he has a dagger, but not really so much of the melee. He is going to cast it on Aramel, though.
Oh boy.
So 17 MD.
Yeah.
You were confused.
Balls.
Well, you don't have to worry about the enemies attacking you. They know what Starfish Face does, so they're going to focus their things on non-confused foes.
Yeah.
So that was 20. The other guy, Swashbuckler 2, he is going to swing around and hit robot face.
Robot face is taking a lot. Jesus.
Well, they're bad guys, you know. See, he doesn't roll well. He only got a 10 on an 11. So.
Then that does not hit me.
Yeah. So, next up is... Let's see here. Oh, Hookhand. Hookhand is hooked into Bjorn, so he's going to be a jerk. Let's see here.
What is this against?
AC.
Yeah.
24.
Yeah.
That's 5 damage.
Oh. Fair.
Yep. And so that was 18, 20, and then 9 is next, which is Aramel.
Yep.
And you were confused till the end of your next turn. So
I thought it was till the end of his turn.
target's confused until the end of its next turn.
Oh.
So
I
this
have
turn.
to do this Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you can do any of your two, including Bjorn. Would be you can roll the d6 or I can roll the d6 to see which of your allies you attack.
All right. There goes.
1, 2.
Bjorn.
All right.
$21.
Okay. It's a basic attack. You don't have to use any ability.
11.
Ooh.
She's dead.
Well, she's knocked out. She is knocked out for the fight until someone heals her.
Yeah.
They have the negative hit point thing, so you can revive her during the fight as your action. So that goes for any of you too.
Yeah.
Because we're using D&D rules. So
Wait. Once per day, as a quick action that you use, the bear can heal using one of your recoveries.
Okay.
So
Gotta wait till your
it's still my turn.
Well, you're at you're at first of next initiative.
Yeah, yeah.
And obviously, the enemies aren't going to attack down foes.
Yeah.
They're going to attack.
threats.
Yeah, threats. Weirdly enough, because you're invading their home, and they hear Armageddon going outside.
Weird.
Mallory and the last swashbuckler going next.
So the first thing I'm going to do is roll my Elven Grace. The die is at what?
2.
2. So I need a 2 or less. And I get a 1! So I get an extra action this turn.
Nice.
So with my first
You'll
action...
need it.
Thank you, Ross. With my first action, I will take a swipe at the dude nearest me. Who's nearest me?
I think swashbuckler 1.
Okay, I'll go after him. That's fine. It's alright. Free reroll.
It wasn't a 1, was it?
It was
Okay.
not a 1. I will tell you if it's a 1, Ross. That's not much better, but okay. 11.
To hit? Armor class? No.
That's a lot more than 11.
What?
Is what you rolled an 11?
No, I rolled a 7.
7 plus 5 is 12, plus 2 is 14.
Oh, yeah.
14 does still not hit their AC.
But still.
Math
Yeah.
is hard.
Yeah, you forgot to add the escalation die.
And so now I will do my extra action
Yep.
to try to hit again.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, what is my problem? That is a 2. It is not a 1, so I will repeat the attack.
No.
12! Okay, so 12 plus 2, that's 14. 19.
19 totally hits.
Ha! Okay, so on an even, I get to roll the d10.
Nice.
It's a
You get your,
D10.
was it a D10 plus a D4? Or no, that was
D10 plus 4.
D10 plus 4.
So
Nice.
14.
14.
Finally, I rolled
14
something.
ends him.
Yeah!
So, good job.
I kill someone.
You've defeated one of the swashbucklers.
Yay.
Well, he's attacking at the same time, so he still gets his attack off.
But he's
Lame.
dead afterwards.
Yeah. As you're striking him, he is...
From Hell's Hollow.
Actually, he'll attack you. You're just...
Imagine that.
Yeah. 26.
Yeah,
or
that-
23, sorry.
That's fine.
That's
5 damage.
Okay.
He strikes you. You strike each other, but only one is left standing.
Ha ha ha.
Nice little rock.
It's very cool. And then finally, Talric.
Hi, Hookhand.
Yeah.
So, something bad's about to happen to you. Spirits of the Righteous.
Okay.
So this will be against mental defense.
Oh. Ooh. Fancy.
Don't roll like crap, Aaron.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's going to be 23.
Oh, yeah, that hits his mental defense. Very-
Yeah, and that's going to be 46 plus 4 holy damage.
Whoa!
Is that like a daily kind of thing?
Standard action once per battle.
Yeah. That makes
So-
sense.
And, I need a 4.
We just re-roll.
Yeah, you can roll.
Or you just need to roll one more. So.
Yeah, so 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9.
13.
13.
Plus 4, you said?
Yeah, 13 plus 4.
17?
17.
All right. He staggers back, burned by the holy magic. Still standing, but, you know, bits of his scales flake off. His gills flare in anger. And he points his hook at you. And he says, next.
Baked fish is my favorite.
Yeah. So that's the end of this round. We're up to 3 on the initiative, or the escalation die. 24. You can use your quick action to bring Bjorn back.
Is that the only action I get?
No,
said
the
it's a
quick
quick
action
action.
is a
It's a quick
spare.
action,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it'll go
Sweet.
through.
So yeah,
So you can
use
attack.
that.
Bjorn is just going to get up.
One of my recoveries, yeah. So yeah. So what is her hit points set to?
What's your recovery value?
D8. So it's 1d8.
Okay.
So. So that was just a 1. So.
Okay. Well, no one's going to attack him again this round because
Right.
he's just staggering up, and you guys are more dangerous. So,
All right.
you can
More
can
arrows.
attack. Yeah.
More arrows for you, you cold-hearted bastard. Oh, come on. All right. Yeah, that's still pretty good. Okay, so that is going to be, what are we on, a 3?
Yeah, plus 3.
That'll be a 24.
24 totally hits. Yep.
24 hits for 10 damage.
I assume you're attacking starfish.
Yes, for starfish. So 10 to starfish's face.
He's dead.
Okay.
The arrow strikes it cleanly in the starfish.
So
right
He just
in the
says I can
starfish.
take a second shot. But that's
Yeah,
kind of a big.
you can take it. You can take it at someone else. I mean, it's not too hard to.
Right. For the hook man.
All right.
Take him out.
That'll be a. It doesn't matter. It's a lot, so that's gonna hit.
Yeah, you rolled 16.
Yeah, I
that's
could keep adding, but it's in the
Yeah,
mid-20s. And he will also take. No, he will take 11 damage.
That will end him too. It's only one swashbuckler.
Holy,
clean up.
holy damage, yeah. Take him.
Yeah. When you guys hit it get weird, you know.
We're actually kind of awesome then.
How dare I have a challenging fight? The last swashbuckler is like, we're all doomed. We're all dead. None of us are getting off here. It doesn't matter. He charges with his initiative 20. Who is the most injured out of all of you right now?
Me.
All right.
How much? Well,
He's going
I've
to go.
taken 19.
okay.
Yeah. 19 hits you.
Yes.
All right. You take 5 damage. Or sorry. Let me double check. Yeah, 5 damage. He strikes at you. So, but Starfish Face didn't get a chance to dominate anyone else. So,
Yup.
you're next, Aramel.
All right. We're basically just gonna have set the sword against the charge.
Yeah.
So, hopefully, good thing.
Swing into chest.
Yeah, pretty much. Do 24.
Yep.
All right. Eh. 9.
9. That hurts him. He's still up.
All right.
Let's see here.
Oh, and as a quick action, I'm going to use a rally, my free rally from Tough as Iron. So
Okay.
I will heal up 7 hit points.
So you go all Kylo Ren and hit yourself, and that heals you. So,
Pretty much.
all right. So after the Edgelord goes, then we have Mallory. So,
Swipe.
all right.
First I roll my thing. It's a
You
2,
do.
so I get an extra action.
Dang, that Ellen.
You should be on a D8 now, by the way.
You're right. I lied.
Oh, the die type goes up.
Ooh. Every time you succeed at getting an extra
interesting
action.
game.
That's cool,
You should
that's a
take
1.
that, yeah.
All right.
So I still get the extra.
All right.
So roll
Might
the
finish
hit.
him off.
17 plus slots is enough.
Yeah.
That's
His
math.
AC is 17.
That's number wang.
That's
So it's d6 plus 4, so that'd be 6 damage.
okay. Still up.
So I'll hit him again.
Okay.
So that's a 17 again. So I'm going to do the
didn't
same
miss.
thing. No, I didn't miss.
So how are you attacking? Oh, with your other action. Yeah.
Again for 6 damage. Total of 12.
12? 12 more. Oh, total.
No,
12.
total.
Okay. He is still up. Barely. So. Tower, you can finish it off.
Thought we were going to do that.
Okay. Don't mess up.
Actually, we're going to make this a little bit easier. So since
You can just hit him in the
Admiral-
face.
Well, let's make this impressive since I don't want his physical defense is probably lower. So
Yeah.
yeah.
AC is always pretty much always the highest.
Yeah, Javelin of Faith. We're going to go against his physical.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits. So
Okay.
yeah, damage 1d6 plus holy.
Okay.
So plus 4 holy.
And then the elephant heals
Oh
are
my
charging.
god! So 10 damage.
10 damage will end him.
Yay!
So you do that. As they die,
A random.
the elephant seals are charging around. So you begin to hear the mechanical voice. What's going on? I fell. Someone prop me up on something. I want to see what's going on.
I'll go pick him up.
All right, you go over, and you see a mechanical head. Yeah, it is made of. Let's see here.
Brass.
Yeah, brass.
Yes.
Articulated eyes roll around in metal sockets. Clacking mouth moves up and down when he speaks. The voice emanates from the brass head. So it is a kind of a ghostly, echoey voice. It says, "What? Well, oh, hello.
Hello.
Decent work.
Look at the bat.
Terrible pauldrons, but otherwise,
I've been told that.
Lich King modification. Yes, I see.
That is, but I do not work for him.
I know. I can see. That's what the pauldrons for. The ugly thing covering up his sigils.
So I will see if we can get
Workmanlike, but I guess it gets the job done.
And we'll see about replacing it. We've come to retreat.
Ah, excellent. Wait, who are you working for?
Should I be
Yes.
producing the baby dragon figure for this?
You could ask him about it.
So, should we say who?
The Golden Dragon?
Yeah, Golden Dragon.
one?
Yeah, the Golden Dragon.
Oh, well, I guess that's better than, well, as long as you're not working for the, wait. How do I know you're actually working for the Golden Worm? You could be working for the Prince of Shadows. Just saying that. He would lie. They would lie.
I have no reason to lie.
Yes, you do. you could be programmed to lie.
So, well, that wasn't an original intention, but I broke away from that.
At this point, the entire ship shakes, or the wreck shakes, as something huge slams into it. You can hear more yells and cries from outside. You realize at this point this might be a good time to exit stage left, carry on negotiations. So, so the question is: do you want to go out a porthole on the back, or make your own entrance and try and sneak back to your ship, or are you going to go out front? And help one of the sides win the battle.
Yeah.
Just let them.
They Yojimbo that.
Fine.
These dwarves are pretty cray.
They're
I mean,
happiest
I
when
like
they're
dwarves.
fighting each other
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, we're
Okay, so in order the quickest way out would be to force a way open. Knock down one of the walls.
Yeah.
So you let's see.
Hammer.
yeah.
Yeah, you could do that.
I have a strength of 5 and a con
Before
of 18.
Okay.
I can make a hole.
All right, make a hole.
Can we use some of our recoveries right now?
Not right now,
Okay.
because you don't have you. Do you want to rest while the battle's
no.
going on?
Or could I actually use a spell, or is
Rest
that only
on
in
the
battle?
boat.
You can. Yeah, you can go ahead and roll.
The Juggernaut. On strength that'd be a 24
Okay.
without invoking any backgrounds.
Yeah, you easily break your way free. You all start running out. You can see the battle has kicked up a huge. There's things on fire. There's smoke. You see some wandering seaweed monsters have joined in the melee, just picking off targets of opportunity. And yeah,
Is the big thing big enough that we can get an impression of it with the ship between it and us?
Well, I mean, like I said, there's no one giant thing. There's just a lot of smoke, and
so
like the monsters about the size of the ones you fought earlier. They've just come in, so there's a lot of human-sized things.
All right. When you said
we're
huge
just
noise,
moving out.
Huge noise. Well, it's a battle, you know.
fair.
I'm also going to let Balfour know that we're heading back towards the ship, so
Okay.
he can join us.
So you stick your head under the water, I guess, and yell out.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me affable personality.
Oh no. That's going to be 13.
Okay. You think he probably should have heard. So.
Okay.
I mean, unless you want to go down and look for him.
No, it's
All right.
Hello, which shark are you?
have you seen my friend?
Yeah.
I don't speak.
He's bigger than all of you.
I don't speak.
So, all of you,
Why do I feel like this is just leading in the direction of an accidental, like, sounds like racism joke? All the sharks look the same to you.
so all of you rush back to the singing ship, and you load on board. Who was the one who knew the song the best?
Yeah.
So Aramel, you'll have to sing.
We all know it at this point.
That's true. You all do.
But if he's on the ship, is the ship going to
As
go
you're
anywhere?
leaving, Sharpe is like, "Wait, are the others destroyed yet? Are all those jerks, the goblins or the wreck rats or the dwarves there?"
I believe they're taking care of themselves.
Oh, good. I want to see that. I hope they all perish. Terrible people.
I'm sure it is they who are terrible.
Yes, but you're all. How can I trust you? If I'm going to tell you my secrets, even if I am ahead and you could throw me in the ocean and destroy me, I'm not work for that Prince of Shadows. It's terrible.
All right, so I'll produce the baby dragon figure.
Okay, you do that. And he looks at it. He's like, oh my, that is. It is a wondrous artifact. It can do any number of things. It contains a portion of the essence of the golden worm. Only someone who's worthy could actually hold it. In fact, in most other, if you aren't worthy, it looks as a piece of junk. You are all. I guess you are all. I'm not sure exactly what it does. I do know how to activate it, though. You simply break open the rest of the shell and hold the miniature dragon aloft. And something miraculous is supposed to happen.
Go for it.
So, I think there is some sort of legend about it redeeming those who are broken and cursed and that kind of thing.
Oh, well,
I don't see how
shit.
that has to do anything with this.
Can I make sure that Balfour's following us, or
Yeah, you could. So you're getting out there. You see his fin.
just waving over him, like, come on over.
Well, he can't see very well.
Waving underneath the water to come.
Okay. You eventually
Follow my
realize.
slashing.
Yeah. He eventually, he goes over to you. He's like, "What are you doing?"
As you learn to understand you,
Cortana strikes again.
I hate you so much, Cortana. I just want a tablet to read PDFs, and no, you want to. God. Anyway.
This section brought to you by Windows 10.
Thank you so much. You bring over. So it's like, what are you doing?
Well, we're getting out. So.
Oh yeah. No, I see. I'm following you.
Yeah, following you. Are we willing to crack this now and see what happens?
I mean, one thing I would say is we could go back and, potentially redeem the, sea hammer dwarves, which, I mean, they're kind of dicks, but on the other hand, it's the miracle of the dwarven fleet.
Yeah, so...
Okay.
We'll hold on to it.
Or if it's supposed to be miraculous,
Well, do you want- well, you'd have
redeem
to
the
use it
brambles.
now.
Oh, using it now, yeah.
Okay.
Sure, yeah. Let's
All right.
let's
All right.
do it. Yeah.
So might do that. It might have an effect on you. I don't know. So
Well,
It
that's...
may have like a proximity effect. That
Yeah.
anybody cursed it.
So you break very, very delicately break open the shell and hold it aloft, and there is a burst of light, and sort of a incandescent sort of energy dragon appears and starts flying around, and it sort of hovers over Balfour for a moment, and the shark kind of disappears for a moment, and then you see a naked human who just sort of flaps around in the water, and he starts splashing around.
grab him.
Yeah, he's like, what's going on? I can't swim very well anymore, and
I think
I have opposable fingers and things. Oh, this is odd.
welcome back to your body.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
wow, I'd forgotten about that.
So, would you like clothes?
Do you have them?
Yeah.
So, do we?
All right.
Sure.
There's there
There's
is
at least a robe.
I've got a ranger's cloak.
It might smell of
You can
bear.
always give him some decency.
yeah, it
excrement.
definitely smells of bear.
And mostly bear.
The energy dragon falls, heads off to the Stranglesea itself, and starts glowing over it. So the
Wow.
yeah.
So this plot coupon isn't limit 1.
So as you are, however, you realize the ship itself is programmed to return to its where it set off from. It is you can't really hang around and see what happens, but you can, yeah. Well,
I just stopped singing.
okay. It continues on. You realize you didn't have to sing at all, or you only had to sing once to activate it.
Who told me I had to sing the entire time?
Just wanted to see if you do it.
Yeah. So as you head back,
My throat blistered.
so the as you head back, you can talk to Sharpe. He after you gain his trust, he looks at he talks most to Marku, because you are the chosen, the Golden Worm, and the Golden Worm's a very trustworthy person. He's not going to have
Or dragon.
a dragon, yes. Well, dragons are people too. That's rather provincial of you. I mean, they're quite personable.
Have you met dragons? Like, dragons don't want you to call them people.
Look, they're all clients, and they all have I just think of them as people because it keeps it more. It's easier for me than to deal with them because they all have huge egos. So I understand that. But is there anything you want to know, Master Marku? I mean,
So,
Well,
right?
we're actually inquiring about a specific machine that you built. So,
oh yes, the last one I was working on was the spying machine from the Prince of Shadows.
that's the one.
Oh yes, I built it. I finished it actually, but I just wanted to. I needed project funds to keep, my own immortality project going. So I kept kind of delaying, and I guess that Prince of Shadows does not have infinite patience. He may have an infinite vault. He is loaded, but he got upset with me because he found out.
So you're saying the world's most notorious trickster figured it out that you were bilking him?
Well, it wasn't. Hey, he didn't figure it out on his own. My stupid assistant, Chalco, he sold me out, and he figured out what I was doing. That I wanted to become immortal by transferring my mind into the body of a golem, and then I got killed. But my incomplete golem, just sucked my soul in. And then my assistant found my head, as it were, and then it's like, oh, well, this will be good. I could sell you to someone else. He was quite proud of himself, and so he sailed off, trying to get away, and he got caught in the Stranglesea, and then I got stuck there, and he got killed, and then I've been bouncing around. The dwarves eventually. I was in a trash heap for quite some time, and dwarves found me.
We saw that trash heap.
Yes. Oh, yes. It's terrible.
Overrun by elephants.
There's very interesting things in it, though.
Not just that. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you've had it in trash heap? Amazing. I didn't see it in there.
It was a big heap.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing. This is actually, I made this one buoyant too. A couple times I was floating on there, and then the shark tried to bite me. But
You probably looked like a seal.
I probably did.
Most things in that place did.
Yes. So
Most things in general seem to.
yeah. So you continue on. He says, "I'll be happy to tell you where the where the machine is. I hid it in a dungeon, far from the prince's influences, well guarded, but I can tell you how to get in, so you can retrieve it for your employer, because I'm very grateful. And maybe in exchange, I could develop new machines for him, maybe demon-slaying weapons, or any number of things, if I could just get, funds to build a mechanical body for myself, because, well, as much as I like ordering others around, sometimes you do want to pick up things on your own."
Sure, we could arrange that.
Oh, good. Thank you. You're very reasonable. And you haven't been hallucinating, have you?
Not that we know of.
No strange urges to dive into the dark or eat seaweed or cover yourself in hallucinogenic mushrooms?
Just a general draw to the place.
Oh,
Nothing beyond that.
Well,
Actually,
I notice you're leaving on your own, though. You're voluntarily.
Yeah, and also, is she still feeling that after the glow?
Yeah, everyone give me another wisdom check.
Hey, 10.
I mean, it might be a nice place to build a summer
6.
home. I got a 9.
I got a 3.
Did anybody get above a 15?
Nope.
All right. So those of you who were affected the first time, the first of you who were affected for the first time, yeah, you'd be like, maybe you do want to stay here. Let's just figure out how to turn this ship around. But, you recognize them as alien thoughts.
Yeah. Also, we're a little committed and nobody wants to take a swim.
Yeah. So,
however, those of you who fail second time, well, actually, this is more for a second thing. Normally, you would actually replace one of your relationships with and gain a relationship with the Stranglesea. But you're already leaving, so it's. I'll just say you will have a -2 on mental defense for any battles in the future. For the final game.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Cutting to the chase then, huh?
Well, no, this is as written. Like,
Oh,
you got the thing and you're getting back.
Yeah.
So, but remember that thing about how the Prince of Shadow was looking for it?
Yup.
So, as you are coming back, everyone give me a skill check to detect ambushes. Something that would be used to detect ambushes. So scouting.
Scout with wisdom?
Yes.
Okay.
Former Axis Night Watch.
Yep.
Iron World Warrior.
That's a crit.
Oh, okay.
Natural 20.
15.
Okay.
And what about healing up too during the time?
You do not. You can use quick recovery stuff. You do not have time to sleep or like.
Okay, so you can spend a recovery.
Yeah, you can spend as many recoveries as you want.
Okay, so I'll spend 2 at least.
Yeah, I'll spend 2 as well. I'll spend 3.
And you can use your recoveries for Bjorn too.
Yeah, if she's in close proximity, she heals the same way I do with whatever I use. Okay. You know what? One more just to get her back to full health. Yes. Alright, she's at full health. Cool. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was an extra on that because that kind of felt final battle-ish. So
Nope. Let's see here. But you got a natural 20 on your detect ambush thing. So in the distance, you can see the dome that Fergan was in. The door is open, and it looks like there is and Fergan would never do that. And in the distance, you can see the little copse of trees where the boat is heading to, the little inlet. Their shapes standing in the silhouettes are hiding in the bushes and trees around it. So they're waiting for your ship to pull up. They must have captured Fergan. He must have told them where the ship was going to return to.
I feel like we need to hide Sharpe's head.
Well, I mean, you can do that in the ship, yeah, or you could carry it on your person. Well, obviously, you can't really hide it on your... I mean, it's a human headshot, so you can't really hide it on your person.
I mean, we've been rolling with it so far.
do we want to do the final bender compartment? Just
he won't quite fully fit in. He will be visible from that. Like you can basically tie it off, but he will be sticking out a little bit, so he'll be rattling around in there.
put a cloak over me.
Well, it's on your stomach, so the cloak would be sort of like,
bulging.
Yeah, there's no way to conceal him on your person.
Okay.
Because he's larger than a human head. Actually, I mean, metal golems are bigger than people. So,
Does Bjorn have like a saddlebag or anything?
Yeah. She's fully,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We can
He's
put him in the
fully
bear.
You can put them on the saddlebag, the bear bag, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do that. I mean, again, it's very obvious. There's a head-shaped thing in the saddlebag. It's not going to be like hidden. The only place you could hide it would be in the boat. But yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea. So
We could hide Bjorn down there.
Well, the ship is still heading to the place, so you have a little bit of time, and you don't think that they realize that there's an ambush going. I mean, they can see you, obviously. So you all
What if
have...
one of us jumps off with the head?
Well, yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I mean, they'll see that, and then you can...
Well, I wasn't even thinking like dive off, but like kind of drape you off the back and like strap him to the rudder or something.
You could do that.
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
so
okay.
that works. So
Okay, I mean, they will see that, but they won't be... I mean, again, they are seeing you. You can see them, and they can see you. You don't know if they notice that you... You don't know if they realize that you can see them, because they are hiding, but you rolled so well.
Right.
So, but they can definitely see you, because you're on a boat heading straight to their position. So, you can't... Yeah, you have to guard the head. You don't know if you can really hide it.
Okay, well, we could put the head in the saddlebag. As soon as the fight starts, drop one or two of them, give Bjorn a smack on the butt, and send her up the beach away from the fight.
Yeah.
Because she can run. Like, she doesn't
Yeah.
have to be a...
Oh, actually,
a weapon.
if you guys want to take a few-minute break, you can level up your characters. Because finding and getting off the island, you can advance your character. So we can take a couple minutes. You guys can...
Print off the level 2 sheets.
actually, how much longer are we going? Because
This is the last fight.
okay. So,
Well, if you want to... all you have to do is get away and rescue Fergan. So if you want to... we can make it more of a skill challenge thing. Let's see here. I think all of you have used your positive relationships for something. Mm-hmm. You have the Elven Cloak. You could use that to... Or no, you got the annual
Yeah.
reading. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
But
Yeah.
I could bail off the back of the boat with it. And,
Get reinforcements.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, I could take the head
Yeah.
in a bag, and I'm in plate mail and breathing underwater, so I float to the bottom, walk a couple miles some other direction.
Oh, and with Sharpe, if you tell Sharpe this, he can tell you how to fix the amulet. So,
Yeah.
Because he's a brilliant inventor. You still hiccup, though.
Yeah.
That's fine.
so eventually there's going to be a bubble.
So you can get the head away. So all you have to do is the rest of you could dive off the boat and get away, and then come back to find a way to get Fergan if you want to rescue him.
We don't see Fergan. He is.
Well, you saw
most
the
likely-
doors open, and
Yeah.
they're waiting for you at the place that only Fergan would know about.
Right.
If you want to do Conhart, if
Actually, you could fly overhead and see where it is.
well, the idea that if we can get you guys off, because Bjorn can swim, you can sink to the bottom, and the two of us can just be on the back saying, "Oh, we went there. He's no longer there. They destroyed him." Because you have con woman, so convince them that there's nothing left from here, and then be on their merry way.
But that still doesn't rescue Fergan.
So, well, if we can convince them
Actually,
to
if
give
you
them to
pulled
us,
all the gold you got up for there, you could try and ransom them with a good con woman check.
yeah, I'll put mine into that.
Doesn't make a lot of story sense, but, I mean, it's not like this is the kickoff for something bigger, so...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're thug. That's the thing. They're working for the Prince of Shadow. So if they can't get their payday from the head, if they can get it by ransoming him,
Pulling money, so
because you got
Well,
like
if so, like, we offer them each 50 pieces of gold, they would probably take that as a
Like-
decent ransom, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
okay.
well, you take the head underwater, and we'll do the deal on the land.
Okay.
So yeah, you don't have to roll for that since you're just walking and
Rolling
you.
along.
So the main thing is ransoming off Fergan. So the rest of you go there. So first off, you'll need to make a con woman check. Actually, someone else can assist him. Marku or someone, or actually both of you could
Can
to try
assist
and
with the con.
Yeah, affable personality, just be friendly about
Oh,
this.
I know you could do. You could make a dark lore check and then a con check and take damage, break off pieces of yourself to use as, oh look, this is what's left of Sharpe's head. So
Oh, part of the con. Get rid of your ugly thing.
The pauldron, tear off the pauldron.
there you go.
Fine.
Because along the way, Sharpe has, like,
He told you
helped
that.
you out, how
Yeah.
to not have the ugly pauldrons, but still block the Lich King influence.
There's okay, I'll roll for that then.
Right.
So, I'll take that.
Trade hit points for points in aesthetics.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. So that's going to be 20.
20, okay. You can tell me what die type.
For the damage.
Yeah, it'll do half the damage in bonus to her skill check to convince. Then the Sharpe's head is destroyed.
D10.
D10. Do you want to roll or should I?
I'll roll.
All right.
So. 2.
2? Okay.
So, sorry.
Plus 2 is a plus 2. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting to get even more.
So, Marku, do you have any ideas on what you want to do to...
Sell this.
Should have just gone with a full D20.
Well, actually, your thing could be like, why they saw that guy jump off the boat. You could convince them that he was a traitor. That's why you executed him.
We threw him off.
Okay.
Yeah. What are your backgrounds again?
I mean, scout, military.
Yeah.
That's about the best I can go
That'll
with
work.
that. Okay.
Military, fake being naval, and say because obviously the dwarves have a navy,
Yeah, they do have
such as it is.
Yeah.
Such as it is, yeah.
Well, they have more than one. That was their experimental one.
All right.
Their experiment
Well,
was a
that didn't
giant
work. It
rectangular
came out an
ship.
8, so...
Okay. Yeah, so no bonus.
Yeah.
On that. So.
Looked like a block of Velveeta.
So you get a plus 2 to your roll.
And a +4 for my con woman. So I'm rolling a +6. And we are really hoping that this works.
It's a
20.
Oh, yeah. So you tell them that, yeah, we couldn't get Sharps, and, that's why we threw him off. He was our
Right.
leader, and he failed us,
Kurgan is our consolation prize. We'll trade you for these bags of gold.
Oh. All right, we were just going to execute him, but all right.
Yeah.
He's
We
not-
want him for something. He's good at making teeth. We need teeth.
Oh, yeah, no. You guys love teeth, yeah.
And Chekhov's teeth come back into play.
That's a good scam. Well,
Right?
all
If you
right.
put dentures on the mantelpiece in the first act,
I'll
someone needs to get bitten.
Yeah, no, you succeed because of that. Yeah, yeah, but I'll take gold today over teeth tomorrow. So here, have
Fair enough.
the inventor, so they
Corn.
shove
I
them to
will
you.
gladly pay you on Tuesday for a set of false teeth today.
So the leader, the bugbear, let's see here, and her gang leave with all your gold. You had to essentially empty your pockets. I'll say you just took it. Was more than it was whatever you had on you. So. But you managed to rescue Fergus. You managed to rescue a Sharpe's head, and the All Rise the Dragon is quite happy with you and rewards you. And sends you on your next mission. Go retrieve the spying machine in a dungeon somewhere. So that is So there was a fight with. It was going to be the big boss, but that's why I was going to level you up because there would have been 2 archers, 3 troops, a spellcaster, and the schemer.
My double shot is nasty at level 2.
So it would have been a big finale, but you guys totally could have done it. And so, that was the Stranglesea. So, questions?
I
Like it.
do quite like 13th Age.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is
Oh,
It's very like
Sorry,
D&D mixed with
yeah,
fate.
If you were wondering why.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's
no.
just-
+1 to attack and damage.
No.
Yeah.
I was talking about...
Oh, yeah.
The
Obsessed
quirk
with
for it?
Oh, shiny tree. Yeah, the quirk is you're obsessed with shiny trinkets of little value. So that makes sense why you're like, let's go fight this trash monster. Because they have shiny bits. And that worked out well. So what you find out later, though, is the Stranglesea depopulates because of releasing the relic. All those who survived the fight are temporarily freed from the curse long enough to assemble some sort of raft or something to escape. So,
Good job, us.
those who are not too, except for those with the starfish face, those guys are just too far gone. So, but the dwarven sea hammer limps back into port. The goblins build a sort of hulk that kind of, and they find the promised the fabled land.
They
that does
build a
not move
goblin.
when
They
you
build a goblin hall.
and the rest of the wreck rats, get back to port and have a hell of a tale to tell. But the Stranglesea still remains.
Did I ever tell you about
waiting
that
for a
time I
new-
spent 5 years with an octopus riding on my face.
So question, comments, suggestions. You guys like the adventure?
That's fun. So,
It definitely feels like Robin Lawsey in that, hey, fantasy, but also here have some weirdness.
yeah.
Well, I mean, 13th Age itself does encourage that too, with the built-in like one unique thing with each of you and stuff like that. But yeah, certainly there were a lot of interesting little
I like the
quirks in it.
improv mechanics.
Yeah,
Absolutely. So
Those are always fun.
the travel montages, were really great.
no, that's nice to bring in the players too and allow them to shape the narrative.
Quick and dirty character development.
Yeah. So yeah, we had narrative arcs. You know, like the poor Belfour was saved.
No, I'm glad that was really nice.
So, like, I really like. I had sort of gotten this feeling that like 13th Age was sort of, you know, higher fantasy, but it really it deals pretty well with still conventionally derpy like fantasy play, which is nice.
And you still have satisfying combat, I think.
Yeah.
No, the combat was really...
It's crunchy enough to actually still work, but not so overwhelming in the normal like D&D third, fourth ed.
And it was still challenging. Like that last fight, it was like you guys were it got pretty, you know, risk. It was kind of ooh, are you going to make it or not for a little bit.
Yeah,
I think what I like is it feels a bit less like an RPG married to like a tactical game per se, and feels a bit more like the tabletop version of a fighting game, where you're trying to, you know, set up very tight things instead of, you know, kind of managing the entire flow of the table.
Well, I mean, I like how a lot of the abilities revolve, like roll an even or odd dice, or because that's a very interesting thing,
right?
And like the escalation die. I mean, it's technically complex without being too complex.
Right.
You know, it's not like I hit you, you hit me, and it's a little more varied, more interesting.
Right.
Than that, so.
absolutely.
Anyways, cool. Well, we'll talk to you guys next time. So.
Bye.
Bye.